Guys just wait for me, I know it. Ah, yes, people. Boom bang. Yes, people. Tuesday live, baby. Tuesday live. Tuesday, Tuesday, 5 o'clock live. So today, people, I'm gonna wait for y'all to come and talk with y'all because I've been so busy that I just getting in the house myself. Just getting into the crib. This one want to make a banging noise. Give him his bottle, man. We just getting in. I'm tired. He's tired. Uh, he do it all the time. Blessings, blessings. All praises, shed alive, people. Shed alive. Yes, I blessed. Oh God, I love that. Greetings from where? Can't see that. It move fast. Kazakhs. Where it move so fast, so. Blessings, I can see greetings from Kazakhstan or something. Blessed. It was something that I couldn't really see. Here it comes again. But city of Plum Land. Can't see. I just come and doing 1,000 things here. You see? Kazlan City? Poland, is it? Yeah, Poland. But the first one I couldn't, Kaz. Yeah. I couldn't see that. It was a Z or whatever that was. Bless, people. Alhamdulillah, people. All praises unto the Most High. Alhamdulillah. For all the Muslim brothers and Muslim sisters, alhamdulillah, mashallah, salam alaikum. Yes, all the good blessings and the good praises from the kings of kings. The Most High is only one God. We worship one God, one power.
Someone said Pakistan loves you, G.
Bless you, Paki. Bless you, my brother. I love you all too. Because it's just one thing. All of us are brothers and sisters from all over the world. We have the moment we start putting our skin color and we start dividing, we're going to be very powerful. The moment we start putting division between us, we're going to be a people, a strong people.
I'm your Polish fan.
Blessed Poland, blessed. And I am your brother from another land, from another mother, from the creator, from the universe. I am your brother. We are all from the family of the tree of life. Blessed Jamaica, you don't know, we was one of the rebellious ones them to fight against apartheid and slavery and all them things there. We never in at them thing there. Yes, and there's a lot like us all over the world. Blessed to the people them from the four ends of the earth. I soon deal with y'all. It's something I just came in. Today I don't think I'm gonna. You're gonna tell me I don't know if I should do a workout. I just came in. I've been out from morning. I just barely made it in, or I don't know what to do here because I didn't have nothing set up. So if y'all want me to do a talk, I will do a talk with y'all today. But the workout thing I didn't cut out for the workout today because I just coming in. I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm just getting in here. So y'all guys let me know. There's a lot of things we could talk about.
The guy said he's from Preston, England.
Yes, Mr. England. UK, Preston, England. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate your love. What we're trying to do, don't forget about the merch. We are trying to build something for not just me, but for all of us that wants the movements. We got to create things ourselves. We got to build things ourselves. We got to start investing in ourselves and in our community, in our love for each other. Yeah, we gotta do these things. Today, I am thinking to create. Well, I didn't carry anything. My Irish is done. When I mean done, I didn't make any. I didn't put any to soak. So I have no Irish soaking. All clean. Um, I we could do a nice talk today. I have a lot of things to talk about. Y'all could, as a matter of fact, y'all could tell me what y'all could tell me what y'all would love me to talk, what y'all want to talk about. There's a lot of things that we could do apart from working out. Uh, you know, y'all just let me know, people. Let me know. I'm just coming in. Let me situate myself. I got my water right here, essential water right here. You know, I'm gonna talk. I've been talking from this morning. I was upset. All my throat area is kind of hurting, but it's okay. I got my water. I'm gonna pour some green juice. Pour me some green juice to me in a glass. Hey, people, let me get myself. I mean, I'm here. I just want to drink a little something. I just came in and let me grab something like a little green juice, monster juice, drink something, rejuvenate myself, and y'all could tell me what y'all really want me to talk about today, or what would you like to talk about today. Anything that y'all want to ask me, questions, whatever. Go ahead. I'm here. Like I said, there's me personally. Like I said, is he that's greater within I, who who actually touches me to the concept, or on the contrary, of bringing the natural, positive, you know, topics. So I have to give all praises to the masters of masters, and ignorance again. We always want to talk about ignorance within our community. That a lot of us got to overpower that, overcome that. Temptation also. Um, Losing your identity, and to refound your identity, knowing who you are, representing your true identity for your true creation, who you are. There's a lot of things we could talk about today, and we are gonna talk about it. uh I don't think I'm gonna do any workout today. So we're gonna start by yeah, I got my juice. Let me just try and nurture it a little bit, please. mm. Woo! Yeah, man. How you mean? You see that? Yes, I. Mm. So when I don't get time, so I just coming in here right now from morning, just coming in. We got time to do nothing. So that's why I tell people I'm not a perfect person. I don't talk down people.
Blackstar, Redshot, then.
You want to see the dance? Ah. Mm. Woo! Baby! Ah! Mm. Mm-hmm. Now you dance nice. Y'all know I said you dance nice. Hey people, reality talk.
Somebody said, can you talk about relationships and how to deal with different people?
Sure. So we have a lot of people here. I always tell people I got 40,000 people. But when I put out a video, or when I make a video or a vlog and I put it out, I can't get 4,000. But I got 44,000. But you know what? I tell people, say, when my blessing come, it coming big. It coming to repair every little hole and every little dent. Yes, sir. So people, today I want to talk about, I got one person want to talk about relationships. How many people want to talk about relationships? Or we can talk about, we have an hour, I'll give you an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours. We could talk about a whole lot of things. Okay, one person said they want to talk about relationships. Give me some more hint of what you would like to talk about today. I'm here. Take the advantage. Take set. Let me know.
When you did the dance, you said, Lord of mercy, here we go.
That dance are the bombastic that can win food. Me tell people, say, you mustn't practice piggish ways. But when you taste something and the taste buds and yeah man, you have to go in it, man. Yes, I. Of course, dancing is very, very beautiful. It's an exercise. It keeps your feet. So of course, that's why I love moving, dancing, jumping, running. I am a baby, a child. And this child, you can't stop this child, but it's a grown man with a child. My attitude. Okay, it's not like some people that don't act their age, when they're supposed to respect themselves. I'm gonna stay respecting myself, but the child will have me running and jumping and that energetic. Yeah, I don't never want that to leave me. People are waiting to see when I turn 60 or 70 if I'm gonna still be working out. Well, as long as I have health and strength, because I see people working out, they're drinking liquor every day. Where they get the strength to walk to the liquor store and hold that buckle and throw it down their throat. So I want to able to do a push up and a pull up at 70 years old. I don't want to throw no buckle down my throat. You know what? So those are saying, oh, let's see if when Red reach 70, oh, let's see if Red gonna hang on 65, man. I don't care what it is. From the moment my master, my supreme creator is giving me, blessing me, nourishing me with health and strength, okay, and ability, I will be doing what I'm doing. Because a lot of people, they got the strength, they rather use that strength to walk to the liquor store and stay there and stand up there from dusk till dawn. Not me. I rather try to do some push-up from dusk till dawn. Yeah. So okay, people. So now we have people wants to talk about relationships. Now give me a couple things that you want to talk about today, right now, and I'm ready to speak about it. Those who want to speak about relationships, that's an excellent topic that I could talk about. Those of y'all that wants to talk about whatever you want to talk about, put it up here and let me know, and we'll outweigh on those that has the most numbers. We go with the topic. Like the lady said, she wants to talk about relationships. So let's see how many people wants to talk about relationships. And if relationship beats anything else, we talk about relationship. And we have a choice to talk about 2 or 3 different things. So find what you would like to talk about, and let me be the one to carry it on and make you all to understand the whole thing about whatever that we are talking about, the full understanding of it. Give me a minute, people. Yeah.
Why your channel going down from 44K?
Well, this is what I've been talking about, people.
Is that the devil number?
Yeah, because look, this is what I've been saying. Now, people, with the channel was 44,400K, right? And the numbers been going on. I live it there, and I'm not even saying anything anymore, so y'all could see it for yourself. And boom, they came and they took a chunk out. And then they called me back and they said to me, oh, I got subscribers. So what's going on? I get subscribers every day and I lose. So y'all see what it is. Now it's down to 44,200. Then it went down to 44,100 and something. Now it's back up 44,000, what it is, 200 and something. It's back and forth. And every time I gain like 20 or 30 subscribers, I see it and then they come back, they knock it down and it's going down. So I'm glad your people see what's going on. So I don't know about no devil. I don't bow to the devil. I don't worship the devil. And the devil could get brimstones on fire. The devil has nothing over me. The negative forces has nothing over me. The only thing they could try to do is to do what they're doing right now. Try to mess with my stuff. And because that is daytime to do what they got to do. But that ain't going to break me, because from the moment I have people that's dedicated to me. I have people that's dedicated to my channel. I got people that knows the Most High. I got people that understand what I'm saying. I got people that actually feeling and breathing to live what I'm saying. Of course, my channel will always be there and it will grow. So I ain't worry about that. They got to do what they got to do. I guess everybody's vlogging right now. There's a bunch of people that got to pay. They done cut down my stuff to a certain limit. They cut everybody's stuff. So I guess maybe in the summer it's going to jump back up. I don't know what they do. And I'm not letting them distract me. I'm not letting them distract me, because that's distracting. To distract me is to see that my stuff going down. It's to see that I'm going to complain. I'm going to worry. I'm going to, why my stuff going down? That's going to make me not to able to focus on what I got to do. YouTube going to do what they got to do. I'm going to do what I'm got to do. And whoever want to cut out the subscribers or whatever they want to do, they're going to do what they got to do at the end of the day. But one thing I know, as long as they ain't going to take my life, because they have never gave me life. So they can't take that from me. Okay? The Most High gave me that. So whatever else they want to do, let them do. But I know the eyes of the people from around the world is looking at my subscribers and seeing what is going on. Because like I said, people subscribe every day. And I'm not talking about one individual or two individual or three individual. I'm talking about people subscribes every day. I send out the notification bell, turn on your notification bell. I put things to help my stuff. So the people are seeing, and I don't even care about what they want to do. I'm just here for the people to reason with them, my subscribers. Y'all are here. I got 40K. And I keep saying I got 40K, and I should, when I put out a video, it shouldn't take too long for them to get 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000. But they're gonna do what they gotta do. So let them do what they gotta do. I'm happy, and I'm happy that y'all are here. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for the 10th. For joining. I appreciate you. So they're going to give me a hard time. They're going to fight me because I'm not here talking about drugs. I'm not here talking about sex. I'm not here trying to influence people, children to do things they're not supposed to do. I'm not here trying to make your 13-year-old, your 14-year-old run away from your home to find themselves amused by something else. So, of course, I'm not going to get all of this. And I already knows that. So, yes, let's find out how much people that wants to talk about relationships. Let's get a number up here, and then let's talk about it. In the meantime, I said I'll just come in. Let me get the rag right here. Yeah. So y'all tell me, you have an option here. You have an option here. Let me know what y'all want to talk about. The lady says she wants to talk about relationships. Excuse me, the brother said he wants to speak about relationships. That's fine with me. But I try to make everybody feel comfortable. So we're gonna have a number. Those of you who want to talk about relationships.
Somebody could talk about vaccinations, and somebody gave you a $5 super chat.
I appreciate the $5 super chat for joining. Oh, we could talk about vaccination because this one they're really gonna bust my bubbles on vaccination. They really gonna bust me up. They're gonna flag me. They don't want y'all to hear that. They doesn't want the people to be educated the right way. So if I start talking about vaccinations,
somebody said let's talk about detox.
Okay, we could talk about detox. So we got detox, we got relationships. So that's one-on-one. I know there are more than people.
Somebody said drug abuse.
Drug abuse. Okay, so we have detox, drug abuse, and relationships. So okay, let me see the number between detox, relationships, and drug abuse.
And somebody said, what can you talk about what to eat as vegan?
So yeah, so today we're gonna have either 2 talks or 3 different topics in that little period of time. So that's what I'm saying. Give me a balance, give me a number. Let me see what I could start with first. If it's detox, we go detox. If it's relationship, we go with that first. And if it's drugs or whatever.
We want to talk about food.
You don't want to talk about food. All right, so give me a number in the food. Whatever that makes them.
Do a little bit of everything.
Okay, so guess what? I'm going to do a little bit of everything to touch everybody, so everybody be happy. So the first thing I think we're going to do, the lady talk about relationship. The brother speak about relationships. So relationship would be the first thing I'm going to talk about. Second thing I'm going to talk about is detox. And the third thing I'm going to talk about is food. Okay? Is that good with y'all? All right, so give me a minute.
Nice to talk about food. We need recipe, man.
Oh, you know what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about bad food and good food. Okay? We're going to speak about bad food and good food. How about that? Bad food, good food, relationships, and detox.
Nice and spirituality. Importance of spirituality.
All right, I'm coming. Okay. All right, here I am. Uh-huh. So, let's start with food. Good food, bad food. Now, everybody always got something to say about food. Everybody, you see, the world is so funny that we all are doctors. We all got a recipe. We got something. We all got to come with something. But the fact is, nobody starts nothing until one or two people start something. And as soon as they start something, we find thousands of people that is just waiting, never want to start nothing. And one person or two people start something, and then you find these people that never want to start nothing. All of a sudden, they're the ones who always beating you down, beating you down, beating you down. They know everything. Okay, so we're going to start with food. Good food, bad food. Now, we all see a lot of people love broccoli. I used to love broccoli. Yeah, I used to go crazy for broccoli. I used to love broccoli. Yeah. And I remember when I used to eat Chinese food, oh yeah, boy, I used to buy the big broccoli, man. Just broccoli. No meat, no nothing. Just broccoli. And they do the dark sauce and all of that. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. They got some Chinese people that whop it up good, man. Some real halal Chinese. Cook it good, yeah. And I used to go crazy for this. And I used to love carrots. I used to love broccoli. I used to love cauliflower. And these are the things I used to like cleave on to, not knowing these things were no good. And they were taught that they were good. Broccoli, it was taught that broccoli is excellent. When you look on one of the pyramids for you to eat, health-wise, broccoli is there. Broccoli is right there. And actually broccoli is hybrid. Broccoli is hybrid. So what is going on? We gotta really be mindful of our food, because there's this thing where they're telling us that, oh, the world is overpopulated, which is nonsense. Okay? It's not overpopulated. They want you to believe that it's overpopulated. The world could sustain all who that's in it. But they have people that does not want the world to sustain everybody. So what they do, like those who go on overfish, like I was talking about it, overfishing, over. I appreciate you for the 10. Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. So there are demons that's out there that will attack our needs, our everyday, what we need. So the Most High has decorated the earth for us and put so much wonderful things in the earth for us, and we have choices. And most people they say, well, I choose to eat like the people that eats the funny exotic type of stuff. They make the choice to do that, but making the choices to do that doesn't even see the harm that they're creating. So the only time they're going to learn is after they catch a bacteria from what they're eating, or down the line, worms start coming out of the body, whatever the case is. I will not eat it because I know who I am. I'm not a swine. I will not eat that. I have come to terms with myself, with my true identity spiritually, and know that I'm not supposed to eat. Our scavengers knows that. And so we have like cauliflower is another one where it talks about the cauliflower, and the cauliflower was made. The cauliflower was. Let us not get him out, because you see I'm doing my stuff. He's trying to do so. I know you should turn off that and let me do my stuff, because you going away with that. Yes, people. So the cauliflower, I get attacked, man, and I'm telling you, it's a strong energy. My son does be good all the time. He doesn't be crying. He be fine. He be good. He be playing. He be smiling. As soon as I come to do my live, my son, something wrong with him. He just that. And I'm telling you, you gotta watch the energy. And I'm not saying that my son is bad. I'm not saying my son is evil. I'm saying the forces could create reactions and things to happen. I believe in that. Yeah, they could do that, and then to get under your skin, to get under your paws, in your paws, they mess you up into your head, make you grumpy. They antagonize you. They provokes you. The evil forces has the power to provoke. They provoke the righteous. I spoke about it. In every way, spiritually, physically, and mentally, they have the power. So back to the cauliflower people, because today is about food. We want to do food first. So we had the broccoli, and like I said, I used to love the broccoli. I used to eat it all the time. And I would buy broccoli and just leave it, put it down. I'll come home, whatever time, I'll try to warm it up. I'll eat it cold. And I noticed sometimes when I pass this gas, it used to be like terrible. And I start studying the broccoli and get to find out the broccoli was not a natural thing that actually grew naturally from the earth. It was something that man created. So we gotta be mindful of a lot of things that man is creating, and it's harmful of what man is creating to a certain form, because man is playing the role of having the ability to be a god by creating what he's creating. The majority of things that he creates causes side effects. If you gotta go on to everything that man create that's supposed to be on a medicine base to help the human body, has side effects. There is nothing that you could take that does not have a side effects. Don't matter if you know about the side effects or if you does not know about it. The key thing is there is side effects in whatever medicine that they create for you to help you. It could be the side effects could be in a 20%, 50%. The percentage with the side effects throughout the years, like Advil. You will take 2 Advils a year, your headache will go away, and you will figure that every time you have a headache, Advil is the right guy to take. And everybody says, well, Advil. But what people don't realize with what do you call it, painkillers, okay, is by the more you take painkillers like Advil, Tylenol, all of that, you're creating a greater harm to yourself, because after a while it's a stronger dose each and every time. And the anticells that's in your body, after a while the anticells becomes weak. They doesn't have the full ability sometimes, because your body is moving to something else that is not natural. This is why I tell people that when God created us, remember, he knew, or it or Most High knew what he was creating, and he create within that body ways for that body to heal itself, ways for that body to cleanse itself. You notice that you defecate, you pass gas, and you urinate. You notice that colds come out, mucus comes out through your nose. And Most High has created you like the man who creates the car. I like to say the car because he creates the exhaust pipe for the car to release the exhaust. He creates other things with it that it's like a body. It needs the antifreeze. It need gas. It need oil. It need other components to go with it to make it to be the engine that it's supposed to be. So when the Most High created us, he created us because he knew the engine, that the body is like there's an engine and there's a body. Same thing with the car. You have an engine and then you have a body. So the engine moves the body. So the time the Most High created us, our body and our engine, it has its own ability to heal its own self, to clean out its own self, even to eliminate whatever sickness. But the only way the body could do this is for the body to eat the right things, to get the right things. And as we know, we're living in a time that people are trickified. They would more allow you to eat things that would be harmful to you, because that's the way they're gonna make their money. That's the way they're gonna get you. Like the car, you take the car to the body work or the mechanic, and he's gonna give you some do this, and this gonna cause this a problem because already he bridged one unit and we are units. We all got to work together. And from the time you have a unit that's not working together, you're going to have problems. So your body is a unit. The unit is all together. Soul, mind, and body works with one. And from the moment that that unit is getting off track, the wheels are not spinning in the right the direction, you're going to have a tumble. So for the wheels to stop working in the right direction, it's for you to stop eating what's healthy and start eating what's unhealthy. In America, a lot of people eat a lot of cereal. Every time you look, it's a whole lot of cereal. My children used to eat a lot of cereal and like cereal. I used to love cereal. One time, my favorite cereal was Two Scoop Raisins, Corn Pops, and that honey nut, and call it
I'm with you.
hurry not shooting the trios, and they have a lot of them that they say that they have this, but I had to kick back and really stir the cereal and notice that's a lie. You can't get none of what they're telling you from the cereal. None of these things they're telling you that's in the cereal, that's a lie. And the cereal is full of sugar. That's why cereal is one of the biggest things that sell more than food itself. Most people go to the supermarket. I see what they buy when they go to the supermarket. They don't buy food. They buy junk. A lot of cereal, a lot of milk, a lot of sausages, and all the things that is actually not good for you. And they buy it. But I'm not here to judge people to force them to tell them what to eat. But you could see what they eat, how it looks on the outside when they start getting big. Their arms, their butt, their leg, they get real big. They get fat. They get diabetic. They become, get all type of things. You see. So some of them make mistakes. So let's go back to eating on the concept of broccoli should not be one of the stuff that you should eat, nor cauliflower. We gotta stop being mindful of what we put in the body because a lot of us like a lot of white sugar. A lot of us like a lot of we say we use salt and we buy the salt that's actually not salt. It's an imitation to taste and look like salt, but actually it's fine glass that could dissolve under like liquid. The way they create it. It has a little iodine in it. They put the iodine in there in the imitation salt because they want it to actually taste like salt. But years using that's cancer. Yes, like there's the Chinese cook with something called what's that thing name? Look like a salt. MSG. Now, at one time when I used to eat Chinese food, like early in the 80s and the 90s, I would eat a little something. I noticed like anytime my body interact with MSG and I went to use the bathroom, I could have tell that the MSG definitely wasn't going with me because I saw what it did to my stool. Because I'm a person when I use the bathroom, I get up. I always look to see what comes out and I would see that unhealthy waste. And you know the waste when it's unhealthy because it doesn't have that nice rich brown color. It's deteriorating. It look weak. It just breaks. It's always weak and it does not float. You know, the color of it, everything changed. So it really takes a whole. I could tell when something's changing about me, and instantly I could jump on it. Even my urine, when I go to urinate and I look at my urine, and if I see my urine is too much of a dark color, a color it's not supposed to be, then I know my kidneys is crying. I know my kidneys, my lungs, my kidneys is crying. So I know I got to drink water. I know it's time to drink water so I could help my kidneys, and my kidneys could help to clean my urine tract, and my liver. So I gotta watch these things. I know when your lips start chipping and drying and peeling, it's a sign telling you your body is like the earth. The earth don't get water, it get dry, and it gets so dry when it doesn't get water, it start cracking. It's like your skin. It doesn't get moisture, it start itching and cracking. So we put away cauliflower because there's no sense of eating cauliflower. You eating cauliflower, you think you eat something, and you have not eaten nothing. When I was a young boy, I used to like cabbage, and I noticed every time I ate cabbage, I would fart a lot, I would burp a lot, I would have hiccups. I would always have problems. And I used to love cabbage and rice, cabbage, seasoned cabbage, But after a while, I noticed every time I did eat the cabbage, my stomach hurt. And after a while growing, and I forget to find out, cabbage gives you gas. I don't eat cabbage. I don't eat cabbage no more. I don't mess with cabbage. Some people like cabbage, but I rather eat lettuce. I'm a lettuce guy. I'm going to sit and eat lettuce because lettuce doesn't do what cabbage does to me. Okay, and cabbage reminds me a little bit of kale. Of kale. That's why I don't too juice with kale, because kale has a roughness to it where like you need a stronger stomach, like a goat stomach or a goat, a sheep, or a pig stomach to deal with kale because kale, you try it. Even when you juice with it, you can feel that yak and that hardness, and it's hard to process. To me, I would rather use spinach than I use kale in my juice. I would rather, because spinach is a quicker dissolve, quicker, easier to digest. A lot of kale you start messing. Try, you all know. You always see the difference. Drink kale for 1 week, stop, and drink spinach. Have the same way you would use the kale to do whatever. If it's a blood builder you building, use the spinach instead of the kale, and you will see the difference. So, Himalaya sea salt is excellent because that is the salt actually that the body needs. That's the natural salt the body needs. A lot of you goes to the supermarket and pick up all this different type of salt, and this is a imitation. It's not. A lot of times you pick up things at the supermarket that say lemon extract or lime extract. These things are not actually authentic. It's not. It's an imitation of something that they create that gives you almost the same flavor. Okay, this company named Tropical Fantasy. You heard they used to make juices, a lot of juices back in the days. Tropical Fantasy. They still do, but Tropical Fantasy imitates all flavors: strawberry flavors, lemon flavors, orange flavors, mango flavors, pineapple flavors. But these are artificial flavors that tastes like the real thing. And people go crazy for them. And these are the things that causes the cancer because it's not authentic. And it's not. I would rather go to Chef Choice or one of these places and get one of strawberry that's already grind up and come and make a smoothie with that. Then I'm trying to get a tropical punch to come through into my drink. Because anything, I would rather drink this juice or what you call it, one of the, what do you call it? Bible. So, they be talking to me trying. Yeah, so I would rather want to drink one of them fruit juices and natural juices than I drink some of the imitation um, tropical fantasy, tropical days, because all these are, and they're all mixing with colors. So we know broccoli is no good for us. We know cauliflower is no good for us, and we know. Me personally, some people, like I said, like cabbage, but throughout the years I've been studying cabbage, and I don't deal with cabbage because I see cabbage gives more gas, putting gas where you burp and pass out a lot of air, a lot of wind. And we gotta be mindful that some things might work for one person and it might not work for the other person. There are people that can eat cabbage and love cabbage and it doesn't do anything to them. Me, it does do to me. I'd rather eat an avocado. I could eat 4 or 5 avocados and run 10 miles. Then I try to eat a piece of cabbage and I gotta use the bathroom for 2 hours. So obviously it has something within the cabbage that doesn't go for me. Bad food. Some people eat a lot of rice and they reach to the point that they cannot eat rice anymore. And too much rice is not good. It says that they have different type of rice. Black rice, basmati rice, I like basmati rice and I like black African black rice. Um, but we have a lot of rice that's coming from these Asians or Chinese, and these rice is actually plastic. If when you, even when you cook them, they leaves a clear plastic. Like the boil after dry, it's like plastic. Now I don't know how people does not understand what is fake and what is real. Because if you're around a long time and you're using rice, rice comes with a heavy starch, but the starch does not come to the point of plastic. And these people have been selling these type of rice for a long time. It's only now people are getting wiser to understand that that rice is not because it's a different rice. That rice is plastic. So scientists is making a lot of things that it has it good and it has it bad. Okay, when it comes for technology, when it comes to healing people, and when it comes to taking care of people, operations and surgeries, and to help save a life. Yeah, we have scientists where it's doing a lot of things. Recently, I was watching where they start making intestines from the pig gut for people that has cancer within the gut, stuff like that. Now they're gonna able to grow your intestine organs through a pig, because they say the pig organs is kind of similar, quite kind of within the organs to the human being. I guess the digestive system or the large and small intestine. So they now scientists come to a point where now they're going to be growing organs, which is your intestines, wherever you got cancer, whatever they
That's
could
dope.
uh, they could grow it for you. They're making ass, they're making skin. So we have our good and bad in everything. We have where the technology that God allowed man to uphold, or it's a blessing. But at the same time, the technology that man no, it's also a downfall, because man is actually destroying himself with his own technology. So, like I said, from the moment you know the good things and the bad things for you, you're gonna try to stay on track. That's why I've been trying to tell people, my type of food is like I like string beans. I will eat string beans raw. Food that has a lot of vitamins, iron, you know, has minerals in it that will sustain me. And I need this type of food. So you're not gonna get it from a piece of fried chicken. You're not gonna get it from a burger. Yeah, they're gonna tell you that people like to tell you about. Yeah, I eat a piece of burger, I get my protein, the meat, and all of that. But that's another department here. But all I'm saying, you're not gonna get what you're gonna get from these fruits. Now you hear people always talking, they try to beat the greens down, they try to beat the fruits down. Oh man, oh man, oh you was born to eat meat. No, nonsense. Because every time I use the gorilla, every time I use the horse, and these creatures, these animals that don't eat meat, people say, oh well, they was created to eat grass and stuff, but they're grass that the cows eat, and these animals eat, that is medicine unto men, that men use for herb and make medicine. There are certain grass that is capable to eat, like watercress. You could eat 2 pounds of watercress. You could eat a pound of celery. You know, it's not. It has a lot of benefit. Go look up what celery does. Celery good um, for the brain. Okay, celery is good for the brain. So you want to sit there, because people get lost of eating so much of flesh, and they just defending that cannibalism thing, where it's just about meat, and they will say anything to keep eating meat like that. Now, like I said, I don't have nothing against people who eat meat, but when I talk about people eating meat, they're getting all tight. They don't even understand that I'm telling them that the meat they send into the supermarket for them is the meat actually that's no good for them. You know, they are people who grows their cows, and they stuff, and they feed them natural food and this and that, and they eat this stuff and whatever, and that's unto them. Yet still I'm saying, These are all animals. What if that there was something else that eat men, like how we eat the cow and the goat and there was something else that hunt men, like how men claim the cow. You would kick back and see. What if a gorilla or ape had the ability to just say, okay, I could kill a man, clean him up by the riverside, push a stick from his mouth to his rectum, and put him on that stick and stuff him with peppers and leaves and all that, just like the man did the dog. And yeah, so now what would we say? Because we understand what's going on. The animals understand what's going on. But what if we had like gorillas, another a primate or another sort of type of creature, a human being or whatever that, like how we have apes, monkeys, and gorillas and all that. They all have a little. They stand up on the back legs. They got fingers and this and that. What if we had those that actually hunt men, like how we hunt creatures, animals in the wild? We go out there, bam, bam. What if they had animals actually who sits on their horses and ride around to see where they could catch a human being to hunt them, and then that we could talk and we could understand all these things, and then now imagine to see your father, they done cut his belly, get out his intestines, and then put stuffing him up, clean him up, doing all of that, and you as the son or the wife or the aunt, you talking, you know what's going on, you see what they're doing, they're sitting there eating your brother. How would you feel? How would you feel? But again, people have the right to do whatever they want to do because God gave them that freedom. Like I said, I'm not here playing super God. I'm not here playing, you know, I'm a human being. There are things that I eat. Like the man asked me, he said, "Yo, Ray, why you eat the fish?" Or they would like me to not to eat the fish. But like I tell people, people always try to tell. I coming from far, and I say gradually, I'm doing good. It's like when I was smoking my cigarettes, and nobody couldn't tell me don't smoke my cigarettes. I didn't care what you say. I would smoke my cigarettes, but I always tell them, when the time comes, the Most High God will make me stop. I will stop. I will not have no urge, no feeling for that cigarette. I can't even tell you when I smoked a cigarette. Oh, it's been years. One of my sons is Shakim. Shakim is 28 years of age. I have not smoked a cigarette 28 years. So there are times, sometimes, if you really want to do something, sometimes you really want to do it, but it's not time for you to do it. You have to get yourself in order. And the best thing, sometimes people try to please these other people by, and then when you backslide or fall back, the same people use that against you. Say, "Oh, well, you said this." I said, during time, all things happen because I am the essence of time. Without me, time wouldn't exist. I would not know nothing about time. So I am the existence of time. Within time, I exist. Within time, time exists within its own time. So, all things within time, but without we here to actually experience, to relate to time, wow, what would need time for? So we are the essence of time, while time is the fullness of birth of everything. But without us, time wouldn't be no time. It would be no time. It's only the cats and dogs don't understand time. They don't understand the time that we works by, but they know there's a time and place for everything. So it's like they know on a different time base in their world. We in two time base. We in time base of how much could we get and achieve in this time here, and not even thinking of the time base of a spiritual reality. We know on that, we just on physical. So anyway, I'm trying to touch everything. So bad food, we know broccoli should be thrown out of the window, kicked out of the window, because you cook a pot of broccoli and you put it down there, it smells like defecate. Broccoli need a big kick straight out of the window. Cauliflower needs two double kicks. Cauliflower is a killer, definitely. It needs to last you to bat, home run, bust it up. It just needs to chore, like, get rid of. Cauliflower. This looks like a garbage. Okras is excellent. I would tell people eat a lot of okras. If you look at young okras, and I'm not talking about the okras that comes in the bag chopped in the supermarket. I'm talking about if you could get nice okras, nice fresh okras. If we could plant okra every year like people plant corn, which I don't. Corn is another one too. Okay, because when I was a little boy, the corn I grew up upon knowing and the corn I'm seeing now is two different. We used to have chickens and we used to feed them corn. And I remember seeing corn when you had a head of corn. In my mom's house, I used to see she have three heads of corn in the doorway. And these corns been there. I born seeing these corns and grew up in these corns. They never got rotten. They never got rotten. As a matter of fact, my mom used to have some in a bag that anytime we wanted to make popcorn, you just throw it in the pot with a little oil, a little oil and throw it in a little bit of salt and throw it, and we get popcorn right there. These don't stay; they move from one color to a darker color to a darker brown. But these corn right now, as you buy the corn, from the Koreans or the supermarket, wherever you buy it, and you put it in the fridge for one day, the next day you try to cook it. Number one, they don't even grow big no more. They stay real tiny, 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 tiny. They rotten quick, you know. And this is why I said in one of the vlogs that the earth is Mother Nature. Mother Earth is like, it's not living with man on a one-to-one base no more. I mean, Mother Earth is going in healing herself. Mother Earth is not producing nothing for mankind. You know, her fruits is there, but it's not like sweet like one time. Ask any person that grow from the islands or even right here in America that used to buy fruits at one time at the fruit stand, and now, or if you had a person that born from, I even give them 1980. From let's say somebody born 1980 could still have the memory of good food. A child that born from 1980 have the memory if they're from the islands or was Africa or wherever, Jamaica, wherever, and they're born during that time, still have the memory of their father or mother going to dig out the yams from the ground or the dasheen or the banana or the plantains and how the mangoes or the fruits and remembering that sweet taste, that fruity taste, that nature light sign, that photosynthesis, that ripe in that color of that fruit. And when you ate a mango or whatever fruit, your hands stuck together. It was like it was sticky, real sticky and sweet. And now we have the same fruits. We have mangoes and you bite, it's forced ripe. It has like worms. Hard. The chest is hard. It's no good. The fruits, the ripe bananas, the green bananas, the ripe plantains, the apples. All of these things have faults in them. All of these things are not. They're not like one time anymore. Yeah, it's an apple, but it's weaker right now. Yeah, it's a plantain, but it doesn't give you what it used to give you before. It don't taste like before. Man, I used to eat a mango and they call Judy mango. That was one of the sweetest mangoes I ever come across. Sweet man, Judy. Everybody know Judy. Judy sweet boy. Right now, you see mango, they want to say Judy mango. They have imitation want to look like Judy and then sweet like Judy. I used to know sugar cane. When you subtract that sugar, yeah, and the earth is pulling herself back. She's not giving all of this. And that's why men ain't strong anymore. Men have to turn to fast food. And men have to create these little places where people go eat this robot type of food that does not give you no ability but create problems and cause you to go mad. Bad food. So no cauliflower, no broccoli, no what you call it, um the whole bunch of them that's there, carrots and corn, you know. These are all hybrid, man, and we living now in a time of hybrid because look now, I see dollar store wants to. It's a whole. Everybody's looking how they could kill you quick. Okay, when I was a young boy, 99 cent stores was a 99 cent store. They sell dry goods, and then all of a sudden, 99 cent stores was the first stores I started seeing selling ketchup, canned canned food, and all that other stuff. Then Family Dollar, Dollar Store. But now all of a sudden, these same stores that what the supermarket supposed to be selling, and you could really see what's going on because supermarket does not belong to a 99 cent store. Supermarket don't belong in a dry goods store, in a hardware store. A supermarket is a supermarket. It deals with food on a different level. But now you go to a 99 cent store, you could go to a family store or dollar store where the food that used to be in the supermarket, the macaronis and all of that, that's there now. So now I'm wondering, and the packages are kind of way different. You wonder if now there's another company that actually is making the same thing, packaging it lesser. What is it going on? But something is going on. Okay, so now supermarkets got competition by the 99 cent, 79 cent store, 99 cent store, and then you have the dollar store now, you got the Family Dollar, and then you have the dollar store, and now you see the dollar store now is trying to turn the dollar store into a supermarket. Now you could go get green peppers, scallions, carrots, all that stuff. And now you're wondering what's going on. Is it dry goods are turning into a super? So what's really happening to the supermarket? What's going on with the supermarket? Because hardwares are turning into supermarket. So is supermarkets are turning into hardwares because now they're selling your dry goods. So we got to be mindful of the food that we're eating, and the food that we're eating is the food that they promote a lot. They promote a lot of broccoli. They promote a lot of cauliflower. They promote a lot of corn. They promote a lot of food that causes cancer. Because I remember when I first came to America, we from the islands, we that live down south, the black Americans that live down south, New Orleans, Alabama, and North Carolina, South Carolina, and Mississippi, and all these places right here, and from the islands and whatever, we was always eating organic because we always eat the natural food that we plant, the food that grows in our yard, the food that we dig out from the ground. So we always at organic. We plant our okras and we pick it up right in our garden. We pick our okras. We cook it right here. We could eat the okra right here. The okra is good for you. The string beans, we plant it and we grow it right there. And we could eat the string beans as we pick it. We could just pull that little back and eat it. These are the way that you're supposed to eat because these things have to nurture in there. But these people don't want that. They want to sell you all type of stuff because down the line you gotta die at a certain time. And a matter of fact, it's simple. They don't want you to live 70 years old. You're gonna die by the age of 30 something, 20 something. Or if you do reach 30 years old, you look old, real old. You know. So we gotta put electrolytes in our body. That's why I said we gotta put a lot of food that will electrolyte the cells in our body. The cells that helps to our beautiful skin. The cells that helps. Like me, I have an eye problem. I didn't born with an eye problem. My eyes was good. I was doing good. Till I went and do a job and chemical fall in my eye. Then I started welding. And I would weld in the pieces of iron and the pieces of paint would fly my eye. And in no time I noticed, I was losing my eyesight. I was losing my eyes. I had to stop this work. That's why I say there are different things that cuts for different people. The man that I was doing this work for, been doing this work over 30 something years. He been doing this work over 40 years, and he don't have nothing wrong with his eyes. He's good. Me that just come aboard and I like it, I didn't like it, but I noticed that my eyes is sensitive because different people. I'm a fire ram. My eyes is a window for my soul, and I got the ability. So probably that job here, welding and welding rod and getting flash and having iron dust flying in my eye, or if I would grind something to shine it, grind it, all that flying in my eye. I had protection, but it wasn't going for me in a short period of time. My eyes started making more. That's why now for me to read anything on this thing here, because it comes black and white with it hurts my eyes. Like this, if somebody say, what about your, I couldn't even see that. Something about what about your victory or something like that, or whatever that was. I couldn't even see that, and the light would make it. But anyway, we're moving on, trying to touch every little thing, and I know I'm just trying to cover everything. So we know that cauliflower is not something that we should mess with.
What about your water?
Oh, my water is right there. My water, water now. There are many ways. I like essential. A lot of people have problems with essential, but essential rate of 9.5. Essential is good. I have other essential waters that I use. Not essential waters. Alkaline water that I use. That is excellent. There's this one called Crystal. I think Crystal Clear or something like that, and that's 8 point something, and you get that at the Family Dollar. You find that in the supermarket, and that's that water. You get a whole big gallon for about what, $1.50 or something like that,
Dollar.
or $1. And but that water is just like I said,
Crystal
it's
geyser.
it Crystal Visors.
Crystal geyser.
It's Crystal Guider, something like that. But I think the stuff is either 7 point, some no 8 point. I know this one is a 9 point. It rate 9 point. Essential rate 9 point, and so far it's the one of the best one on the market right now. But some people it's expensive. But some people, if you don't like the essential, you go get the crystal. What it was?
Crystal geyser.
Crystal geyser, and that's $1. You get a whole big gallon, and it's not as powerful as this water here, but it's also alkaline, and it's better than the pipe water, and it's better than the Deer Park. It's better than the Poland Spring, so you could still get that. So this is my water, and if my water, if it's not essential, I try like, well, this week I didn't have no coconut water, so tomorrow I will go and I probably will spend $20 on coconut water. So I will buy a big. I get something like this, full with the coconut water, all natural, and I get the jelly. Because the jelly we want the enzymes and the nutrients in the coconut water. Because that's the best water from all water. Apart from this water, coconut water is one of the best waters that you could drink for the body because of the enzymes and the nutrient that you're getting. And most people want to drink Gatorade, and I keep telling them Gatorade is not something that you should mess around. Even though sometimes I do sell it because people ask for it a whole lot, but Gatorade is a salt and a sweet, and it has it. Like I said, some people like it. I'm not here to stop people doing what they're doing, but I would tell a lot of black people, a lot of people, easy on the Gatorade because it does cause this heart attack. Okay. So yeah, so my water, I cover my water, I cover my coconut water, I got my green juice. Again, when I does not want to use my Ninja or my juicer, I drinks one of the naked juice, and it's excellent. Hmm. Let's move on. So people, leave Mr. Broccoli alone. Drop Mr. Cauliflower and kick him in in the garbage. It's not a good thing for you. Mr. Broccoli, dump it. Mr. Corn, leave him alone. Because that corn that they're making is harmful. Y'all could get, and like I tell people, 1 minute. I does a lot of organic. People want to sit there and they wanna say all type of stuff. Oh, Red, man, you don't do this, you don't do that. You be lying, Red. Oh, Red, you say you. A guy said to me, he said, Red, your cucumbers and your fruits, it doesn't be organic because I see it be shining. Man, next thing I know is people do, they always try to be smiley pants. I know what I got in my house. I know what I bought. I washed my stuff. My apricot, he said it was shining. Then it's the apricot. I bought the big ones and the little ones. I bought two small ones and I bought one big one. Okay, this is my baking soda, and it's organic. Okay, so The last time I made this stuff brushing the teeth. Look at my teeth. See? I use baking soda, charcoal, toothpaste, and Himalaya salt. And I use that to brush my teeth. That gives me an instant white. I don't need to go to no dentist to scrape, but we all do check the dentist now and then. But I'm saying if you stick upon the ancient ways, it will serve you right. You know, one day just try it, get a little charcoal. You know, they sell the charcoal grind up already. You know, get the charcoal, get the baking soda, get some sea salt, some Himalaya salt, and whatever toothpaste you use. Put in your toothbrush, brush, and tell me if your mouth don't feel 100% clean. Okay, so I do use my organic stuff, and because like I said, I'm from the different parts of the earth where before when we didn't come to America, we've been using organic lime, and we more use lime. We didn't really use lemon. I came to America actually to see lemon, lime. Well, no, I used to see lemon, but more we have more lime. We more deal with lime and grapefruit and sour orange. Something that I know, sour orange. I don't even see sour orange. Sour orange used to look like an orange, but it was so sour. We use it to do medicine, like when you know when you're using eucalyptus and sour orange and stuff like that. These are all medicine. So yeah, so we cover what's important about for bad food, and so far I gave you broccoli, cauliflower, corn, carrots, okay, and these are all hybrid. So you could just say you could put these away, knock these away from your food, and I just shared with you four bad foods, and some people say they are good for them, and I will not argue with people. If it's good for you, you can go ahead and eat it. You could do what you want if you've been doing it. Our people are very stubborn and hard-headed, and I'm not here to argue with anybody. If you eating carrots and you love carrots and carrots is doing good for you, don't stop eating it. If you're eating broccoli, I would rather somebody eat broccoli than they eat a dog. Trust me, I would rather somebody eat broccoli than they eat um, a cat. So for each one, he holds his own. So bad food, no broccoli, that's one. No cauliflower, that's two. Um, no corn, imitation corn, they sell that's here, that's three. And no what I said, broccoli, cauliflower, corn, carrots. So that's four. So yes, people. Let's move on to a quick fast relationship. What was the next one we want to talk about? Uh, is it relationships? I ask because I believe.
Believe someone Bruce Lee.
Somebody say they ask because they believe what?
I asked because I believe water shouldn't taste different, but different brands have different tastes.
Yeah, sure, different brands have different tastes, but now you're looking to always the ones that actually is the right ones for you. And I'll say sometimes too you could buy yourself a filter and filter your water. You could just squeeze a lime in your water and make your lime to becomes alkaline. Make your water becomes alkaline. You just need a good filter. And I'm thinking of investing in a filter because you could filter the water from the top if you got a good filter and filter that water and squeeze the lime in that water and your water becomes 100% alkaline. Yeah. But the best alkaline is coconut water because you get your neutralites in there and that's excellent. So let's move on to what you want to talk about, detox or relationships? Detox or relationship? Let's go, people. Talk to me. I'm here. Your brother's here. The Earthman is here. Let me know what's going on. I'm here holding this nice conversation with y'all while I'm sipping on the green juice.
Relationship is good.
Relationships. Okay. So relationships, we know what it is. It's like a head and feet. The head cannot stay upright without you have the feet holding it up. So we connect. Without your feet, your body cannot move. And without your upper body, you would not know where to move. You would move but bumping into stuff. So a relationship comes like head and feet, blind and dead. One blind, one could hear. One blind and the other could see. Or one blind but could hear. And one dead but could see. That's a relationship between partners. Care for each other, love each other, and be faithful and be strong to each other. In relationships, what I notice majority of times is we do the opposite. We do everything in a relationship, we do the opposite. If you notice, when a man meets a woman, he doesn't know the woman, but he has a lot of lies at the crack of his teeth. A lot of lies to figure he could get in the head. And the woman now herself too, she's on a game too. Because everybody has something they're aiming for majority of times in a relationship. Especially a fake relationship. Because there's a lot of fake relationships. There's, like I said, there's relationships with benefits. Um, uh, a relationship with benefits. Okay, that means I am only mingling with you. I don't really want to be with you where I could depend on you for feeding my child. I could depend on you knowing that yes, at the end of the day, yeah, that's a good brother. But I don't too like him. But I'm gonna use him for now, or I'm gonna use her for now. Most people, like I said, they feel comfortable when they get someone that has a heart that really cares about another human being. And you find that person always want to know if you're hungry, if you're alright, you got money in your pocket. And you, on the other hand, just watching this person like a sucker. Oh, yeah. So, love is, most people does not really love or come to the state of understanding of identifying the soulmates. You see, sometimes you could identify your soulmate and things could be good, but somewhere down the line, you'll have problems with your soulmate, even though it's your soulmate. The key thing between in a relationship is what you're gonna you gonna sign to willing to put up with because of love, because in the name of love. And most people, they jump the gun. They say yes, 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 yes. But deep within, the feelings to keep you committed to the job, it was never there. It's only there when you get a gift or you're going to receive something. And you're only happy for a short time. You know, a lot of these women and a lot of these men, they're only for a short time, and they love season times like Christmas, Valentine's, and Thanksgiving, and they like these type of days because that's when they know, okay, I know what they have plans of what they're gonna receive from that person. And there's a lot of people that try to meet people during that time and season and time of the year. Because that's the advantage. Say, well, if you love me, you'll buy me this. Or if you love me, and you'll do this for me. So it's a trick. True love does not have a limit on nothing. It doesn't have a limit on what I'm going to do for you. It's not. It's not a fake thing. And people that are living in this time, they're fake. Even the first night you go to bed with the person, and the next day the person cannot come and perform the same way that they performed the day when they came before because it was a flesh thing. Now they're not interested in you anymore. They're not interested in you anymore. Everybody tricking everybody. People are just into relationships because that person has a good job and they know they could able to get back and forth to work. They don't have to, nothing coming out. People are watching, oh, I don't have to pay for this, so you know what? I'm just going to go with it because I don't have to pay. That's the only reason. I ain't paying for it. I'm going to just go with it. But I am not too much in. The only reason why I get what I want. So the desire, it's never there. So after a while, is the person gonna find you out, or you might find another person that gives you more, and you're gonna play this person out. So there's a lot of fake people who say they love. They never love nothing. They don't love nothing. They love what you're giving them. They love what what they're achieving from you, what they're getting from you. They love that, but they don't really love you. Because true love is like you're like an artist. Like I said, if you're living with your girl or your girlfriend or whatever, the thing about you, you'll always want to see the better. You want to see her better. You always want to do things at all times. You when you care about people, you always looking to see how could you help them. You see something wrong with them and you don't let them go outside like that. Uh, you would take time. I noticed that when you care about people, you actually get in trouble because you care about them so much. You end up talking so much, and sometimes you end up becomes a talkative because it's because you care for the person so much that the person believes that you could be a pain in the butt because oh why he always telling me this, telling me that oh why she always on my case, why she always gotta, but you cannot see it's because the person care for you. Because when people don't care for you, they don't speak to you. They don't care what you do. They don't business if you had breakfast, if you didn't, if your head was hurting, if you didn't, if you're sick or not. They don't care. They wouldn't care how you feel or not. They not into you. But when somebody care about somebody, you find that person makes a lot of conversation with the person. You find that person always want to know the well-being of the person. The person always trying to do something good for that person. You know, sometimes people care about people so much they end up being the person's enemy because now the person watch you like, yo, give me some space, man. Come on, I can't breathe. That's like a mother that has a child and she's over protective over the child. Like she'll not even let the child try to walk or ran every minute. She's right. Oh, you know. But I used to be like that when I had my first set of children. I didn't want them to fall down. And every parent, I can understand, you don't want your child falling. But the way of life is how they're going to learn. Because watch nature when the young birds are out in the nest and it's time for them to fly out of the nest, all the time the mom was flapping her wings and doing all of that, and they have to learn this. And you can say nature is wicked because sometimes they fall off the nest. They try to flap in. They fall down. I've seen this is why sometimes when I'm walking and I see a little bird, I always take up the little bird and put it back on the tree. I won't leave it on there because I know say ants will come and bite it up. And the little bird does not have the ability as yet to able to peck these little ants and get away and fly. So we are like little birds in a sense. We are innocent when especially when we doesn't understand true love. Some people have people treating them like garbage, beating them every night, punching them, and doing them all type of stuff, man. And they will never leave that person. And finally, somebody comes around and start treating this person like a piece of diamond. And this person has a problem with themselves because now they're wondering why he's treating me so good. And that creates a problem. I have met people like that. It's like they doesn't believe that there has the ability for someone to treat them good. Or probably people have to tell them about themselves and put them down so much that they doesn't have the ability within themselves to know love. They do things to themselves that could be very that's hurtful. They harm themselves. And they have other people that's just around people just draining them out. Draining them out. Don't care about you. You could fall in the hospital. You could get sick and go in the hospital. They will not come over there and look for you. They will not come and bring something for you to eat. From the moment they hear you in the hospital, they're asking, oh, what happened? He dead? They ain't coming to look for you. So we got to be mindful. Some people just married with people because the man has the ability or the woman has the ability to help them. okay, to help them. That's the only reason they're in this relationship. They couldn't even make love to this person. They couldn't even sit down and watch this person in the eye and cause this person to get butterflies. They didn't have the ability. They always gotta go, like I keep saying. True love does not die. When people love people, you don't have to even be around the person. You could talk to the person from a distance, miles, and the person will understand, the person will hear. You will call someone without calling someone. When a man loves his wife, he doesn't even have to touch her to make her feel pleasure. Because of the ability of the energy on the concept of 100% love, that is true. He can make love to her without touching her. He could sit there and she sits over there and energy, send it out. But when you don't understand that energy, when you believe that energy is for everybody, when you believe that energy, you want to just try to send this energy for every individual, that cannot work. You're just being a glutton. People carry people's DNA. People carry people's energy. That's why a lot of men believe that they want to see how much women they could sleep with. They're on a rampage. And that's why sometimes you smell certain people, they stink. Because they have all this type of sleeping with Dick, Tom, and Harry. This one sleeping with that one sleeping with this one. You know, you see it on the skin. You smell it in their mouth. You look at the skin, you see it. When you're dirty, stink, you sleep with many men or many women. You join their energy. You join their energy because if a woman, that's why I don't understand certain females. You just had a man. You break up with the man. It wasn't even 6 months. It wasn't even 90 days. You just break up with the man. And you break up with the man on Monday. And by Wednesday, Thursday, you got another boyfriend. And you have no shame. You bring the man right where the other man was. And you make it look like you're so much in love because you want the world to see you have the ability to get a man so fast. But if you have to watch your life and see how many men you change like that. See how many men that you done, oh my God, been abused. Definitely. And you don't have no pride. Some women, some men don't have no character. You got a good husband or a good wife. Or you got a man that is hardworking, is delicate, it's always, you get a man a whole lot of problems. You want to show off. And then you go pick up another guy now that you say you loved and he loved you. But where's the love? Not even a cup of tea would make you. You know, he's coming from outside, he would not even bring you something to eat. Or he's inside and you just said to him, honey, you know, I was wondering if you could have go pick me up. And he said, no, a bunch of phonies, man. Phonies. Mix up. People love people for what they have. People love people for how they look. They don't like, they just like how you look. I can walk with you from dusk till dawn because you're looking good. Yeah, I be walking with my nigga. My nigga be looking good. My nigga be looking fly. Like, yeah. Yo, I be with, yo, you be looking fly, man. All kind of nonsense they're telling you. So you walking with me just because I'm looking good. But you don't like me, you just like I'm looking good. You like to kill me for you to look good. You don't take my looks. You don't too like me. But you just like being with me because I look good. So you get compliments walking with. Everybody use people. People use people for the car. Husband use wife. Wife use husband. They get some men out. They want their wife to love them. They crying, bawling. Good man going to work. He's coming home. He's man trying. And all what he wants his wife to do. a little massage, maybe, a little foreplay, something. And all the woman could tell the man, get out of here. I don't have time for you. Hey man, listen man, leave me alone. I have no time. But you have time for the next man. You go all the way out for the other man. But the man that's securing you, the man that makes sure you're alright, and will to give his left hand and his right hand for you. You don't care. The world sometimes, not the world, the people in it is evil. It's evil. You start doing good and everybody think you're soft. You start talking about God and change life and everybody say, oh, if a guy have $500, you say, who, Red? Oh, Red changed his life now. Red is a Christian. Oh, Red just talk to God a lot. Don't worry about it. Red ain't gonna get mad if we take that $500. What Red gonna do? Red don't change his life already. Man, listen, and a lot of people do things and they try to figure out things for you. Because they see you change, you're changing. They owe you money. In time to pay, they don't want to pay. And you ask them, why are you doing this? And they say, hey, what you want me to do? And at one time, the same people would have pay you. One time. I'll just say, yo, I'm coming for it. Okay, yo, you don't do that. I'll bring it for you. But all of a sudden, you start talking about peace on earth. You start talking about God. You start talking about change. You see things different. These same ones look at you and they say, okay, all right. We got a lot of love. We got love too. We're gonna love you out your money. They don't want to pay. Your wife does the same thing. If a woman meet a man that was a notorious God man, everybody afraid of him. Nobody don't want to say nothing to him. That man is a hothead. And that woman said, yeah, I love him, He turns me on. I just like the way how he's a radical. And she work on that man case. She work on that man case. She work on that man case. She tell that man, now listen, honey, you're not going to change your life. Honey, God watching everything that you're doing, Honey, come on now. You're growing older. You need to change. Baby, you don't need these things. And sometimes she's right, yes. But she's working on herself too. She's working on her job. She makes sure when she's done with you, and she makes sure that when you repent, and sooner or later she start talking to you. No more, honey. What are you saying? Who are you talking to? Talking to you somewhere like. Yeah, because now she done calm you down. Change. I don't want to overstand people because I know people how they are. They try to break you, take you down to the lowest level, and when they know they could step on you, kick you in your butt, spit on you, and much less if they know say they could spit, kick and do all of these things and you're not gonna do nothing. Oh, it's a marathon. It's going on and on and on and the saga continue. Oh, and then some of them say, oh, I'm sorry. Some say I'm sorry and some don't even apologize. They say, oh yeah man, he's alright. He's been doing that a long time. Don't worry about him. Yeah. Anytime you want to spit, you could spit on him. It's okay man, he's a cool guy. You don't worry about that. Yeah. Man and woman. But the moment you are dreadful, oh guy, this guy don't play now. Some people say, who? The guy up the block? No, don't mess with that guy, That guy will lay you out. No, that is. So what I just ask myself is people are so wicked to themselves that when they could able to have something going on good, they make it difficult. And it's like husband and wife. Because you got your wife in the house and you want to make love to your wife and your wife tells you straight up, no, leave me alone, don't touch me. Don't touch me. No, leave me alone. And you are feeling rejected. Now again, you gotta respect her because she said no. And you can't say, oh, you my wife, man, you have to. Because there's laws right now. She said no, she didn't feel like it. It's rape. But if she wants anything from you, she could take it. She's your wife. She wants to take your billfold, money in the bank, she get half. The house, she get half. The Benz, half. She entitled for that. She tell you, I am your wife. And before any woman come in here, me, you gotta give me half. Oh, she want all. I find something strange in life that our man works so hard to achieve his car, his house, and his goal. And meet a woman and look out, and because he see the woman is looking so beautiful in tight pants, and he look at her behind, and he look at her lap, and he look at her face, that he gets so hypnotized. All his hard work he been working, and all of a sudden this lady are just walking in with her package. She are just walking in with her butt, her thigh, her chest, and her face. And in an instant, she becomes wife and she own all this man hard working. All the things that man was working for never get easy. And when she come now, be careful. Because in an instant, she will take you to court and say, Your Honor, I'm entitled. I don't say no, but come on. That is why I don't, me personally, I watch it. I met people with money and I didn't stay with them. And some of my friends say you're foolish. You get this nice woman, man, and you don't stay with her. Because I was watching her money, the way she watched her money. And I was saying this. When she gave me her car to drive, and I'm driving it, one day I'm driving it, I'm driving and driving and driving, I drove it. And I noticed she tried to come out of face with me because power. People give you things, they try to get you trapped. Bring nice things to see if they could grab your mind. So she knows she brought the car and I drive it, and then time that I just started the driving, I've been doing good, and she bring the car. But one day the way she tried to treat me like I'm the stuff, and it's either you bow. Wanted to change my whole image about me. I'm not supposed to wear jeans anymore. I had to wear suit and tie like I was working on Wall Street. You trying to set me up for somebody to rob me. I can't be in the hood with suit and tie every day walking around. What job do I have for me to be in suit and tie every day? You know? I mean, it's nice, but if I'm in the neighborhood every day and you say you, the woman here, you buy me the suits, you buy me the shoes. She was making me to be a yes man. And a good thing I did see. Sometimes you gotta be mindful in relationships. People give you gifts to tie you up. They know you like stuff. They buy you a whole bunch of shoes and a whole bunch of clothes. And the moment when they figure they own you and they got you now, don't do what they say and see how quick they take the things that they buy for you. Or how quick they throw bleach in it. Most women, they have the boyfriends, every minute they're buying things for them. But in an instant, if they catch that guy talking to a girl, and sometimes that guy doesn't even have a relationship with that girl, they run him and throw bleach on it. They cut it up. They cut it up. They throw bleach on it, they throw it outside, and start calling the man all kind of names. Ignorance because of you buy. This is why I don't want women to buy a thing for me. I work to buy my own stuff. Because with my stuff, you're not showing no bleach on nothing. You're not cutting nothing. Because it's not you work hard to buy it. Some man just sit down and have the woman taking care of them. Every pair of shoes they have, every brief, every top. And they want to play macho man. When this woman already know and see how much of a piece of a boy you are, and how much of a lazy piece of no good you are for it, and she ready to get rid of you, and you playing like you're the big man, and sometimes she have big children or her sons or her brothers. She go, hey, you guys need to come over the house. I want to kick Thomas out. Okay? And Thomas behaving like he bad. In an instant, you see four brothers who mad cousins or whoever coming here. And Thomas try to get his bag. They say, hey, look, leave all of that here. Naked you come, naked you go. Are you crazy? I want to work for mines and buy mines. I don't mind, yeah, my girlfriend could buy me something because I would buy her something, but I don't want a woman buying me a whole bunch of stuff. I have the ability to buy that for myself. Because you're not putting me in a hush hush. Some women have the man them by the grinds. They tell them come home. Hey, where you was? Huh? Where you was? Where you at? Don't mess with me, you know. Yeah, some woman that treat some man like some imps. I ain't not done with this. I ain't done with this. And no man not supposed to control no woman not supposed to control no man. A woman supposed to respect herself and respect her man. And the man supposed to respect the woman. Simple. Man, you have your wife every minute after you just feel to just break her down, you sleeping with everybody in the compound. Everybody in the compound you sleeping with. You sleeping with that one, you sleeping with this one. Well, you don't have no manners, you don't have no etiquette. Huh? That's a woman. And you just believe that you should sleep with everybody in the same vicinity. And then tomorrow you should walk with her and she should walk with you and she should feel happy with you. Knowing that you knowing what you are doing and other people are coming up to her and telling her all type of nonsense in the same community, in the same compound. Some of them so wicked, they sleep with the people under them. They live on the second floor, they're sleeping with the person on the first floor. They live on the third floor, they're sleeping with the person on the fourth floor. And the people see everything. Nastiness when you don't respect yourself. So sometimes people, these little things, I believe in little things. Okay, I'm not a perfect person. Anybody could fall in love. Okay? I'm not a perfect guy. I don't say I'm a perfect man. I try to. My mother is a woman and she tell me don't trust woman. She said yes. When you sleeping, she have one eye open, one eye closed. My mother tell me do not trust women. Women could be very, 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 very tricky. A woman could have 6 men and say she don't have no man. She don't have no man. She don't have nobody. And she telling you all that because she know you are willing, you in love, and you're willing to give her anything. And because she could get these things, men do it too. Men use nice women. Women just see them and give them the car. And fall in love with them and trust them. And they destroy these sisters. Destroy them. By taking liberty, thinking the person love you, they're stupid. Because they let you drive their car. Or they decide to buy you a car. Or the first time they loan you some money and you just start taking liberty on them. I know his sister Julia, when I met her, I was living in well, I had an apartment before. It's a hustle, you know what it is. I had an apartment, lose the apartment because the people had to leave and I had to move out of ASAP. Called one of my friends and I asked him, he asked his girl, and I ended up gonna stay over there. I was doing my little painting and stuff. I was paying a little $300 a month at that time, and one of my baby moms that actually stayed there with me because we lost the apartment. We stayed there, and I did what I did, and I respect these people, and I respect them. I didn't violate their home, you know. Even though I was a grown man, but at that time I needed help, and someone did look out for me, and I tried to do. I didn't have that person coming and telling me, "Oh, you're living in my house. You gotta do this." From the moment I entered that person's house, if it was to mop the floor, I mop it. If it was to wash dishes, I did it. They didn't ask me. Many times they say, no, 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 it's okay. I got it. I said, man, I'm living in your house. I'm not obliged to wash the dish, but the way my mom's grow me, I'm gonna do something. And I lived by this lady for 3 years until I had to move. Her name is Deborah. She had and you know, until today, I respect the sister. Until I call her my big sister. You know, so the thing about life is this people, we not perfect people, but we're not supposed to use people. Sometimes you got somebody you care about them a lot. A person cannot see they will do things, you need to leave them alone for them to see reality. But you know, you respect yourself, you respect people, you don't play with people, and you don't try to sucker people. A lot of people believe it. They don't. They suck. I know sometimes things happen, circumstances, things could happen. We don't know. Things happen. But there are people that not just things happening, they create things for things to happen. They know better and they do things for things. Sometimes you're in a situation, you stuck, whatever, but you're gonna get over. But there are people that create every day, every day. Meet this girl, has a girlfriend, has a wife, have how much baby mother, but still they barely never fall. Lie to this girl, they get into this girl's life. And it goes both ways. Like I said, there are women that has men that had good men and let the man go. The man would do anything for them. Then he pick up a piece of crap that's coming in the house. He wants to beat them up, beat up the children. He wants to abuse. And this is why I say now I am wiser. When I was younger, I said I need a girlfriend. Oh God, I need a girlfriend. I got the girlfriend. But I got the girlfriend. Your girlfriend, you get the girlfriend. You get other things with the girlfriend. You see, because you gotta be mindful how you actually created for things. You gotta be mindful. You gotta be mindful. I have a baby mom's. As a girl, I asked her, but there's certain things I was to ask her. I didn't. But it's my baby mom's. I always have love for her. Always care for her. In that sense. But when you asking God for things, you gotta be straight on what you're asking for. Because He do grant the gifts. He grants the gifts. You know? He grants the gift. But you gotta know how to ask and what you asking for. Are you gonna ask for a box? You get the box, but you should ask for something inside of the box. You just ask for the box. You ask for the box, but you never ask for something for in the box. So you get the nice box, you get the four ends of the box. The box is there, but the box doesn't value any. The box doesn't value anything because you asked for the box, you got the box, but the box cannot do anything for you because it's not the box you wanted. You wanted what's in the box. So you wanted the looks. You get the looks, but how about the love within the heart? How about the overstanding? How about the togetherness? No, that was not there. You asked for looks. You asked for looks. You asked for shape. You asked for big butt or whatever, big hips, whatever you asked for, that's what you get. A lot of us ask, male or female, oh Lord, I need a husband. Oh yeah, you get the husband. But when you get the husband, no, something wrong. Because you asked for a husband, but you was not straight on what you're asking for. So we ask for things, but when we don't ask right what we want, we get what we want, but it's a problem. You cannot use it. It's a problem because you asked wrongly. You said give you a box, but you know you just didn't want the box. You wanted the box to have capability. You wanted the box to be emotionally. You wanted the box to be lovingly. You wanted the box to overstand. You wanted the box, but you just asked for a box. So now you get the box, yeah, but then you and the box cannot get along because you could not overstand inside the box. So after a while, you get the box, but there's problems with the box. You cannot communicate with the box. You cannot plug in with the box. So you gotta leave the box alone. You gotta leave it alone. And this is one of the things with us as a people. We ask most our God for things, and we are not mindful how we are asking. And sometimes we get it, and then we say, "Why?" Oh yeah, sometimes you could ask for things and you could run from what you asked for. Because what you asked for, you didn't ask good. And you get it, and now it's beating your butt. It's kicking you in the butt. And you say, well, I asked God for it. Yeah, but you didn't ask right. And a lot of us, me and a lot of other people, we have that problem. We got to be mindful what we're asking for. Most of us asking for a pretty girl. You get a pretty girl, but she ain't got no sense. You get a pretty girl with a big butt. You get a pretty girl with nice hips. You get a pretty girl that's real cute, but she ain't got no sense. So she just got looks. So a lot of us, we go for, again, looks, or what you could gain, what you could get. Well, how you going to gain? But what you getting ain't nothing because in reality, what you think you're going to gain going to cost you to lose. Because it ain't good for you. It's not right for you. It's not right for you. It causes problems. It causes a lot of problems. It's like somebody know what's good for them, right? Every day you tell, hey, look, even though you didn't overstand the first time, second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, but now it comes to the point where every day now you know Red is right here, and Red gonna see you, and Red gonna tell you can't go in there because you tried going there last week, and Red was here. Red said you cannot go in there. You try going there a week before. Ray was here. And Ray tell you, hey, listen, you can't go in there. Now, Ray start telling you, you have come here so many times. Now I know the days you come, I'm telling you, man, listen, okay, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You keep coming here, but you have never understand the purposes why you coming here. You could come here 1,000 times, but if you have never understand all that journey that you come to, the reason why you coming here, no matter every time you come over there, you will have to come back here again. Because you're not understanding anything. You're not understanding anything. And this is the thing with life. We always come back right where we started because we never understand nothing. No matter if our leg break, we got punished, we get messed up, we come right back there. It takes, some of us, we get it ASAP, and I guess those of us that was blessed and sanctified by the Most High allows us, and some of us, is our sins that is so deep, it's so heavy, our burden, so it take a longer process before we get it. But we learn how to ask the Most High God for things. We gotta be diligent in asking. We gotta be smart. You know, we gotta be specific of what we're asking for. Okay, oh Lord Father, I need a bottle of essential. I need a bottle of water. There, I need a bottle of water. Water comes in all different ways. But if I ask, I explain, my Lord Father, please bless me and guide me that such and such that I get water, and may the water that I get is healthy for me. May I don't get sick over this water. May that water be the right water for me, Lord. You know, and may it be the healthy water for me. And, you know, may this, what I'm asking for, be a help for me and nourish me and this, that, and the other. Yeah. So now, you ask for the water and you ask what you want the water to do for you. You explain the type of water you want. You explain you want clean water. You explain you want alkaline water. You explain you want water that will help you to nourish you, to strengthen you, to, you know. And you ask for everything you want about this water. So now when you get the water, you ain't gonna have a problem. But if I just say I need water, but I don't get down to details. That's like me, a brother said to me, yo, Red, you're putting out them flags in the notification box. You need to put some stuff in there, and I have a lot going. And it comes like the same thing, because I need to put some things in the notification box to let the people know the rest of things I have in the food. So it's just like the water. And I see when I just put the video out, and I does not get the chance because I be so busy work and all that, and I see the video it could do better, but it doesn't do the way it's supposed to do. It could do better, much better, but it doesn't go all that because of a lot of little things. Okay, but I understand, I understand that. So asking for water, you gotta say the type of water you want, the purpose for the water, and all of that. So when you get the water, you know what is the purpose for the water. You know how to deal with the water, what kind of water you got. You know all of that. And that's the same thing. We ask for a woman or you ask for a man, oh Lord, send me a husband. Yeah, all the day you pray, Lord, I'm lonely. I need a husband. And then you get the husband, but you never ask the Most High. Send a husband that is loving, that is caring, a husband that is that, a husband that will think about me. If I come home late, he will put my food on a hot plate. A husband that will come and, you know, no, you are being specific of what you want. It's like you put it in a design. You put it in a new, when they make them new cars, you see how they make them? They make them different from all the other cars, and they don't make a whole bunch. They make a few to see how it will deal, how it will go. And then after they get the orders, they make, and after some of them, after a while, they tell you, well, I'm only going to make 100 or 200 or 400 or 500 of that, and I ain't making that no more. That's a classic. So Most High has this classic too. God has his ways when you ask for things, and knowing how to ask and knowing when the Most High bless you to receive what you receive. You got to know what you receive. Ask the things that you will able to relate to. When you receive it, you will able to keep it. You understand? People ask for a job. I need a job. Lord, I need a job. You get the job, and now you get the job, but you don't like the job because you never asked the Most High for a job that you would like, a job that would be that you would able to work with, and then you will grow from there. And there's a lot of things that we need to explain. You know, if you go to the pizza, there's a whole bunch of different pizza here. And man asks you what kind of pizza you want. You want with extra cheese? You want with extra chicken? You want one with yeah. And you say what type of pizza you want. You be clarified of what you want. So with God, when you're asking the Most High for things, I learned that in life as be specific of what you're asking for. Make sure you know what you're asking for, because when the Lord, the Most High, grant you it, when you get it, that could becomes a burden to you too if you ask wrongly. Because sometimes if you could have something, but you doesn't know how to work it, and you just have it after a while, that becomes boring. So you could have what the blessings that you asked for, the Most High give it to you, but you didn't ask the knowledge and understanding to deal with it, to handle it, to able to know how you could work it. So now you got it, but you don't know how to work it. It's yours, but it's causing vexation. It's causing all type of problems for you because you doesn't have the knowledge to work it. So two things I learned is one, when a person loves someone, you look at a teacher and a child. The teacher that believes in the child does not give up on the child. The teacher will keep pushing that child. The teacher has a belief in that child, even when nobody else don't believe in the child. That teacher do believe in that child, and you find that teacher might be a little stricter on the child, and the child might believe that the teacher does not like him or her, and might want to go home and say, well, ma, Miss So-and-so or Mr. So-and-so is persecuting me. I have a feeling Mr. So-and-so does not like me because he be sweating me. You know the hype talk our children be having. Oh, ma, he be sweating me. He always giving me problems. But it's not like the teacher giving you problems. The teacher has seen your ability, and the teacher now has come to a point that because the teacher has believed in you and see your works and your power, the teacher is not giving up on you, but you think that teacher is a nut. And it will take you either 10, 15 years or whenever time to get it, but then you will remember, oh, I had a teacher that was such and such and such, and I thought that teacher didn't like me. But now you get to realize that a teacher loved you. That teacher, that's why the teacher never gave up on you. So sometimes in life, people that we care for, people that we love, we find we are kind of strict on them, more strict because we have ability, we have the state of mind, we believe in this person, we believe that this person could accomplish a whole lot of stuff, and when we see the person is not moving accordingly the way they should, it does get us on edge because we care about the person and we know that that person could do better. That's like a mother and a child or a daughter, whatever, knowing that the child could do better, but the child doesn't. That's like you going to do a test and know you study for the test, knowing that you could pass the test, but you fail the test because you choose to idle. But after you fail the test, you're looking at it and saying, man, I could have passed that test, because I know this thing. It's just I didn't put myself in order. So with the Most High God, when we're asking for things, we got to put ourselves in order upon what we're asking for. So when we do get the blessings from the Most High God, grant us our blessings, that we could be happy with our blessings and we could understand the purpose of our blessings and accept our blessings. Not for asking for things, and then when we get it, we does not understand it, and then we start abusing it, or then we start calling it names, or then we always in a problem with it, or we doing things because we doesn't understand what we have. Sometimes they say you never know what you have until you lost it. It goes both ways. It goes both ways. So this is the thing about relationship. If you are in a relationship, stay on your 50 pound. Let us stay on the 50 pound. Do the same that the person you want the person to do for you. I would say to you, and majority of times, uh, most people they're atheists. Some of them are atheists. They don't believe in God, so they don't pray. But even though you're atheist or whatever you are, but and you're in a relationship, just try to show the other person, could be male or female, compassion, show them love. Always think about that person because you are in something not by yourself, and you have other people that that you have people that you're living with. So you're not in a relationship by yourself and thinking only about you. You got to think about the person that you're living with. Okay, that's just like saying that you have children, and you're gonna pick and choose which of your children that you're gonna do for. If you have children, you're supposed to do for all your children. That's like saying a mother has a mother or a father has sons or daughters, and he only loves the one that comes and be more flamboyant, that sends the biggest money behind him, and you into not seeing the other child maybe might not have that money to send at you big, but the child does things to show you the love, the respect, that child, you have not seen that child reach the full capacity. So that child is only on the love, concept, and you as male or female should watch that. So I'm saying, people, you gotta work with each other. Sometimes people try to control people. Sometimes people try to make people feel like they're always guilty in everything that they're doing. Even when people speaking verbally, they try to pretend that they don't understand what people saying. Or there are people that just program on one level, and if things is not tuning the way they want to hear it, it's a problem. And in other words, you gotta kiss ass. Or if you have to explain yourself to everything, excuse the language, that you say. There are people that they set one way, and no matter what, they're gonna die, leave this earth. That's how they are. Means there's an old saying, you can't beat them, you gotta join them. I don't roll that because at the end of the day, I says this. I was a child one time, and my father played a game. I don't know what game he played with my mom, but all what I know, in me growing up, I always used to hear my mom telling me about my father this, my father that, and he didn't do this, and he didn't that, da da da. Even when she was upset and beating me, I would hear it. I came to America and I become a grown man, and I didn't know my father like that. Me and my father didn't have a relationship like that because a lot of things that I used to hear about my father, and even in growing up, I get to dislike my father because when I reach a certain age, knowing that my father could have come and dealt with me on a different level, but he didn't. And all what I was hearing. It's not until when my father died I get to know that my father was putting money in the court for my mom's. In the courthouse, like for my mom's. I didn't know. All what I know that my father was like a deadbeat. So I made a promise to myself, and I said this over my dead body. I don't care how much children that I have. I don't care with who I have them. I will do whatever I can for this children. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from doing anything for my child. I know I'm living in a system, Malik, that the woman has a lot of power. Women watch things different. They're good women, they're bad women. They're good men, they're bad men. I'm not here saying because I'm a man that women are just bad. I'm saying they're good and they're bad. And they're men who control women and make women's lives miserable or hard. They're women that mess up man's life, create a lot of negative input. They do things to create that man, cause that man to get upset. They would do anything in their power to see that man on a certain level, like they hold him by the grind, okay? And no woman, I don't care if I have to be homeless, no woman will do that to me. Because at the end of the day, my children, I don't know which one of them will grow up and want to take care of me. And I will not let no child say, oh, when I was a young boy, you didn't take care of me. You never do nothing for me, because that's how I did my dad. So I remember being in America after a while, like 20 years, I dreamt my dad, and I dreamt he brought money for me, and in the dream I didn't want the money. I was saying, get away from me, and he said, no, explain to me, and this and that and the other. I did hit numbers in the dream because of that. But I'm saying though, they're male and female that is corrupt. They're females and males. They are not of God because you see the wickedness they do. I don't think that if a man or woman has children, that they should have where one person, either the male or the female, is controlling the another one upon uh, what you should do with your child and how you should deal with your child. I think any woman or man that if a man have children outside or if a woman have children outside and the man or the woman is any one of them that is giving the man or the woman a problem to go look for the other children or to deal with the other children, totally wicked. Because it just imagine if things happen. I have seen in my life a lot of men that did certain things to their children, and the day when they get sick, what happens to the child? They had more than one child, and they have the original their children, the how you call it, the offsprings. They have multiple offsprings, but it create a big problem. I don't want to be like that. I want all my children supposed to get along. All my children supposed to know I am their father and love me the same way. I don't want to put nobody above nobody. Nobody has rights over me more than that one. You're all my children. Okay? I grew up a messed up way because of certain ways of the elders that my mom was the type of person, she didn't allow us to run to people's house, not to go to cousins' house and relative members' house. We stood with us. And some of our families that had money, that is rich, my mom's didn't allow us to go over there. My mom's watched herself like an outcast. And she did what she had to do for us by herself. Work like a mule. I see my mom's work like a mule, like a man. Work hard. I have seen a strong woman. I have seen a strong black woman. I know what is a black queen. I know what is a woman with etiquette, a woman with self-respect, a woman that doesn't have time to use a mouth to blaspheme or to say things to create corruption. Now, there are a lot of great sisters, just like there has a lot of great men. I'm not going to sit there and try to make it look like I'm the perfect brother on earth. I had my faults. I've done my dumb stuff. Yeah. But if you got to look at people in this world, it doesn't matter who it is. Everybody's trying to control somebody. It doesn't matter. The woman, I say it all the time. The woman is in the house with the male and would not respect her husband. The only time she respects her husband is if in the nighttime a thief was kicking the door trying to come inside the house. You would hear she whispering in her husband's ears. And if he was sleeping hard, you would hear, honey, 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 there's somebody in the house. She would never go to the door. She would because at that time she recognized that she's a woman. At that time she knows she's vulnerable. At that time she knows her agenda. At that time she holds her tongue. At that time she respects herself as her creation to create her. The only time the woman doesn't hold her mouth is when to control the man, when to run his life. Listen, man, I'm not a child. I'm a grown person. I've walked the streets of New York City of all hours of the night. When I didn't have a home to lay my head, and even when I had a wife and I was running away from the wife because the wife was being a pain in the butt, just keep nagging and criticizing and always, she like, I started end up and on the street 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. I find two two jobs. I was working in an Arab store in the nighttime, and in the morning I would get off from that Arab store, work 4 o'clock in the morning, and I go to another one that I work I think 4 hours where I get off at 9. Okay, just to stay away from home. I was always the street person. I always go on the side. I always find things on the street. I find money. I find gold. I find gold ring, gold chain. I find work in the nighttime. I find work. People always got a contact. Go to the Bronx. Go 179 in the Bronx. I meet people come from work and they drink and didn't go home and they are talking and I get the number. I speak with them. They tell me where to go. I get some early in the morning. I go. I change a lot of things. One time I used to be on the street all the time, running in the police. They see my face all the time. They figure I'm selling drugs. I'm not selling drugs, but I just like to be outside at that time. I don't do that no more. A lot of things can always change it. But as it changing, I feel sometimes like, I can't breathe. Like I'm under house arrest. Or I say something, I gotta explain myself. I know man not supposed to explain themselves. Why I gotta explain myself to you when you already know who I am? Why are they supposed to always have a debate? Like there's no trust. I sometimes if we hear good and I tell you it's just the shaitan. Cause I could be talking about something and I have a channel, man. I talk to people. I have 44,000 people, whatever. I conversate with these people. But when I'm doing this, it's like I always have someone eavesdropping on me, like I'm doing something wrong, And it's a lot of things that people does in relationships that push you out of a relationship. You got somebody that you could be talking to, willing to put your head on a block for them, because you care about them so much, and that person will always make you feel like, you're the worst thing on earth. Don't matter if they know. And what be hurting me is they know. If somebody living with somebody for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 1 year, 6 months, and they have experienced certain truth on certain topics, and it reveal. You have heard the person say certain things, and it reveal. You have heard the person tell people certain things, and it reveal. You have seen this person make medicine and do things, and it reveal. But yet still you're supposed to be with that person. And there's always a doubt at the back of your head. But you know the person, you live with the person, you know the person's ability, you know the strength, you know the power. But there's always something at the back of your head that's gonna make you to doubt the person. That's gonna make that person to get angry with you. That's gonna make you antagonize. You're gonna antagonize that person, but that person gonna always be in an argument with you. So I'm saying to sometimes people, you find a man and a woman come like love at first sight. They're living together, but the energy forces try everything for them not to be together. Do all type of stuff. Create the male to be ignorant. Create the female to be ignorant. Or they argue over all type of stupid stuff that does not make no sense for no reason at all. It's the negative energy that floats around. Some people, they invite negative energy to them. I tell people all the time, how could you believe in a higher power, but yet still you doubt the higher power? By every time something goes wrong in your life, the first thing you say, you give Lucifer, or you give the dark energy the power. It's like you don't believe in your God. So that's the type of people I see that is too standard, double-faced. Because if you know you're going to be tested, if you know you're going to go through tribal, if you know you're going to go through tribulation, if your own creator is telling you, if you believe that you're going to live in the land of the living and not be tested, and you knows that, but then for you to overstand that so you could able to be a real soldier and help your partner, don't disarm your partner. Do not take off his protective shield on him. Do not invite the enemy to fight your partner. You and your partner are supposed to stand up no matter what. But there's a lot of people in relationships that open a third road for no reason at all. People do the most things to you, and you wonder why they do. They ask you the most dumbest questions sometimes. They have you repeating yourself over and over and over and over and over until it becomes a problem. It becomes an argument. So when people love people, they don't do these things. You listen, you hearken, and you try to implement. That's what people in love do. That's what people who loves do. They don't make life hard. They try their best to implement good over evil. You know? Why do you always want to put me to a test and I have to try to prove that I could pass it? It's nonsense. If you love me and you believe in me, they should have nothing that I should go through or you should put me through. Why are you doing that? So a lot of people who say they love, the opposite of love is hate. So I think they first hate the person before they could love the person. Because you can't love something and cause harm to it. You can't love something and cause pain to it. And especially women. Women have a gift over men that they're the mother of the earth. That God has blessed them differently and highly as women. They bear a womb that brings life. They bear a womb that brings life. But yet they could be so corrupt and mean and evil. That reminds me sometimes certain women, a scripture that was in the Bible with two sisters that had children at the same time. And one rolled on her child and killed her child. And get up early in the morning and take the dead baby, put it beside the other lady, and take the lady's baby. And when the woman get up and the woman saw that baby, the woman said, "That's not my child." And the woman looked, she had the woman's baby. And the woman said, "This is my baby." And she said, "No, this is not your baby. This is your baby." And the woman said, "No, give me my child." And she said, "No, we going to the king." And they're going to the king. And when she got to the king, it was brought to the king, the two children. That one child was dead and one child was alive. The woman with the dead baby was so ignorant because she was not wise. She created corruption all her life. She thought she was going to go to the king and lie to the king. So what she did, she was arguing for the baby. The lady said, "This is her child," and she said, "This is my child." The lady said, "No, this is my child." She said, "Your Honor, this is my child." The woman said no. And then she had an idea. She said, "Your Honor, King, sire." No, the king says he has an idea. The king was a wise king. The king said, "I have an idea. Since both of you are arguing for that child, and both of you are complaining saying that child is yours, and there's a dead baby nobody doesn't want to admit to and say that's my child, I got something to do. I'm going to cut that baby in half. And I'm going to give you half, and I'm going to give her half." You know the woman that was not the mother of the child, you know what she said? "Yes, sire, cut the baby in half." And the lady that was the mother for the child said, "No, sire. Give the baby unto her, and I will take the dead baby." So there's a lot of foolish women in this world, and a lot of foolish men in this world. Because they have women that will antagonize their husbands about truth. And if the husband gives them the truth, they couldn't accept it. But they would antagonize for the truth. "I need to know. I want to know. Tell me the truth." It's not everybody that can handle the truth. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that for young men to go out here and to be slicksters and tell your wife after you do your nonsense that she cannot handle the truth. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there are women and there are men that antagonize each other in every department. In every department. You got a woman in the house, you got a man in the house. You got the man where the man allows the children to do anything they want. And he's a man, he don't care. He just don't care. And they have the woman that doesn't go for it. And she said, "Oh, you could have the children here, do this. And the woman is more of a man to control his children. And vice versa. There are men that would want to make their boys to be men and make their daughters to be women. And these same women that knows in this world right and wrong will work their best to create division between the father and the son, or the father and the daughter, or the mother and the son, or the mother and the daughter. They know, but they choose to implement the wrong way. So now you find one person in that in the relationship is the one that look like the bad person. So the children start hating this one because every time the child turns around, the child see there's eyes. The child see, oh, somebody's always watching. Somebody always want the child to. So the child starts to say, you know what? I don't like my mommy, or I don't like my daddy. I only love my daddy, or I only love my mommy because one of the parents is too strict, and the other parents is playing games, like making the child believe that the other parent has a problem. So we do things, and these are the aftermath of our children when they grow and they're being disrespectful. You hear some parents say, "Oh, from the child small, your father didn't da 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 da." The child reaches a certain age and they cannot deal with the child no more. And first thing they tell the child, "I need you to call your father. You're going by your father." Remember, the father being a piece of poop all his life alone, no good. Now the child, that's the boy child, is transforming into a man. So now he's going to get the same treatment. So now the mother says, oh, go to your father. You're just like your father. Yeah. So we have parents that makes life hard in the home. And that goes for male and female. Male and female. So sometimes it's very hard to love because you are loving and you are caring, and that makes you soft. That makes you weak. That makes you a talkative person. That makes you too caring. That makes you always got something to say. But there are men that's in the house that doesn't say nothing. There are men that is in the home and doesn't take time to say anything. They don't care if their sons eat. They don't care if their sons... They don't care. They don't care. And a lot of women love these men. There are men that's in the home and their sons are 10 years old, 11 years old, and he's not in the home. The father is in the home and he's outside creating crime. There are mothers who love that. There are mothers who had fathers, and fathers who had mothers who cares about their daughters and their sons, and they get rid of them. Because you're too ignorant. Because you do this, you do that, you're too strict. You get rid of them. And then they go pick up some garbage. That man molests the child, he does this, he beat the mother up, he boxed on the child, he shoot the young boy. Yeah, so all these things. No man not supposed to be in the home. A lot of men sits in the home. What they are doing? What they are doing? They are in the home, sitting in the home, they ain't doing nothing. They're not even teaching their children anything. Sitting there getting fat, drinking, smoking, nothing good. Men don't stay in the home. Men go look for work. Men stay outside. He controls his family. He goes outside. Like male birds, male fish. The male always leave. Male lion leave the female lion to watch the lioness, watch the cubs. Father bear leave mama bear. It's always daddy bear. Yeah, that's the way of nature. That's the way of life. I didn't create that. I didn't make that. And even in nature, you find some male play the role stronger than a female. Why you think in these homes today, our youngsters does not have no respect? Because the first person that they violate is the mother. The first person the child violates in the home is the mother. Because majority of the time, the mother is the softest in the home. Because she always wants to defend. She always... She's such of a mother, so loving. She always wants to defend. Oh, don't worry. I got you. I'll do this for you. And the child growing up to be soft. The child growing up to be lazy. The child does not want to do nothing. The child just growing like that. Fathers and mothers does these things. Mothers and fathers and mothers need to know that the children, if your offspring, you are the guide. You are the one who bring the child, and the child not supposed to control you. Some mothers and fathers waste time arguing every day instead of thinking how they could conduct the child. After a while, they forget about the child and throw them fighting. By the time they think about the child gone astray. Or the child doesn't want to listen to nobody. You notice in the house when there are two parents that has something going on, a communication going on. If the boy goes to the father and he asks the father for this, and the father said, go ask mommy. You know, you always gotta work it where the mother say, yeah, I will give you, but go ahead with your father gotta say. That child know they can't tell lies. That child know they cannot mess with their father and mother because their father and mother has a relationship. And even when the father and mother is upset with each other, they does not see that. So children watch things. Is mommy and daddy is on the same page? If they have an idea, mommy and daddy is not on the same page, mommy is not talking to daddy, daddy is not talking to mommy. Okay, so now that child that you believe that is innocent, his brain is working. Okay, who is the most harshest person? Maybe mommy, maybe dad. It could be the mother, it could be father. So they look for the toughest person, and they know the softest person. So they cleave with the softest person to make the toughest person look stupid. Because it happens to me. Sometimes I tell my daughter something, my children moms tells them something else, and from there the little girl watches me. She watches me to see what I'm gonna say. So she has a barricade. Children use barricades and they use it to a certain time until after they don't need the barricade because now they're disrespectful. They disrespect to their mother, disrespect to their father, disrespect to everybody. But it starts in the home. So in a relationship, majority of times, somebody got to be the strong one in the relationship, especially when you have children. There are days that things happen that people gotta learn in a relationship. A woman might come home not feeling good. Man might come home, went through a hard time. He might have certain reactions about him. She might have certain reactions, and it's good to take a chill pill. Sometimes a person cannot talk to you right now, even though it's your girl or your wife or whatever the case may be. They cannot talk. Sometimes it's good to give people chances. You know what I do? I used to be a very argumentative person. I used to argue a lot with my moms, exes. Mm-hmm. And I would argue with them over a simple thing. And it would turn up to be something big. And then women has this type of privilege in their mouth, that words in their mouth comes like it's pepper sauce, it's acid, it's lava. Women could say things to males, especially their husbands or their boyfriends or whatever the case may be. Your wife or your woman could say something to you, and then if you don't check yourself as a male, that's when most men want to put their hands on the woman. So you gotta be very, 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 very careful that when women talk on an anger base, you gotta really do not pay them no mind, because they could cause you to get 25 to life. They could cause you to go to prison. And I'm not saying that no man should raise his hand on women. It's just women have the ability with their mouth. They know how to put out stuff out there that causes men to go cuckoo. Okay? But the woman knows that. And she uses that to get the man to lock him up to do whatever. So we gotta learn the respect between X and Y chromosomes is something that has to be on a level, on a straight base. You know, I don't want no woman trying to disrespect me. I don't want to disrespect no woman. I don't want no woman playing the part of a male. I don't want to play the part of a female, because I know my agenda. I'm a male. That's who I am. That's who I gotta act. That's me. You're a female. That's who you are. We're not gonna switch sides. We're not playing switch sides. We're not doing that. You're gonna respect me, and I'm gonna respect you. Your job is to love me and comfort me. Most women does not want to do their job. They're comforters. God said, I have created bone of my bone for what? A helpmate. What? For comfort. For what? When a man has his woman, the woman has to be arguing with a man. Most women argue with the man. A woman supposed to be a comforter for a male. A cunt follower means like right now I'm going through a lot of nonsense. I feel able to lean on my woman or my wife or my girl, whatever the case, she's a female, and I'm supposed to lay my hand on her and she's supposed to stroke my head. Her hands, she's a woman, she has a lot of rhythm with her hands. She's supposed to stroke my beard. That's why I don't cut my beard. My beard is for her to play with it, for me to rub it on her face, for me to make her feel, the sensation feeling, yeah, because this is the wisdom of me going through my transaction, my problems, where I could go in a corner and play with my biceps and pull them and groom them. And it's the next time for when my woman comes for her to groom me, and I lay and she goes in there and she grooms me and she picks. Women of today don't have time for that. They just want to know when they could get their nails done. Yeah, they want to know, yes, you got that $400? Yeah, I was to buy, yeah, using you. And they claim the title of what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine. That the man is such a butthole. Excuse my French. Okay? So we gotta be mindful with things, because what goes around comes around. I know the sister that had her boyfriend wasn't an angel, but he didn't used to beat on her. He would go out there, he gamble, and he do his little nonsense, his little phony stuff he does, but he was a good man to his daughter. He's a good man to his family. He makes sure that, he didn't have that, but he always brings something home, bring some food. And that girl used to give that boy so much of problems. Walk up on the spot, embarrass him, cuss him up, juke him in the head, poke him with her finger, shut up, all type of stuff she was doing to him. Yeah? Locked him up for no reason. And now she's going to get herself some other guy. And it's not even 2 years yet. And that guy is just relishing this girl. And she's afraid of him like a cat afraid of a dog or a lion. Yeah, just scared. How you was big and bad? You was beating the guy. You was pushing him up. You was poking him in the head. You was calling him bum. You was calling him all kind of names. Because that man never wanted to put his hands on you. That man. So we got sisters, man. And we got brothers. We got sisters, you living with them. They want to take you to court. So they could get money from the government. They could get, if you was giving them $200-$300, they want to take you to court. Just to be spiteful. So how much money, if I'm giving you $200-$300, $100, or whatever I could do for my child when I go to do it, I'm going crazy with it. Okay? And now you want to carry me to court. I don't want to have no bread. And now the court is telling me, Mr. So-and-so, could you put such and such? And I say, Your Honor, yeah, this is what I have. And he said, well, Mr. So-and-so, put it. You think you're going to get all that money? You're not getting all that money. Because if I could only afford now and I'll show, Your Honor, understand where I'm coming from, and Your Honor say, well, Mr. Baptist, I see this and that. I see this and that. Okay, give $100. Could $100 help you? Could $100 help you? But you out to hang me. You out to hang me. You out to see that you get your way. But there's no way to get, because the extra that I could have helped you with, and that goes for everybody, the extra that I could have helped you with, now I got to give it to somebody that's not going to give it to you. Because they're trying to get money too. You think Uncle Sam don't want money too? So sometimes we do things to people that is just not right. Women has the ability to do that. They will ice your pockets. They will ice your pockets. They will dead your pockets. They will dead. I have so much that I could say, yo, I have seen it. They will lie, say they don't have this. But yesterday you sacrifice your last beat to see that they have. There are some women that is very wise. It's like they got a good car with a good body and a good engine. The car is old. They could get another car, but they say, no, I'll stick with that because that's doing just good for me. I don't ready for that new car. I got to kill this car to the bone until I know I can't get nothing out of it. They're users. They will not come out and say how good you are, what you have done, that how you changed their life, what you have done. In their back of the head, and all women, majority of women like that. My mother's a woman and she tells me. Women will tell you about all the evil things that you have done. You will never hear them sit there and tell you about the good things. I had a sister that I used to tell her, I'll take the stars and put it in her lap. And right after I put the stars in her lap, she'll turn around and tell me I have never done nothing good for her. You find women like that. It's like the women is programming the negative input. And there are men like that too. There are men that's playing the same route. Yo, guys, how much time I have here? 2 hours? I'll do 2 hours with you all. That's it. So we have to watch all these things. A strong man always tries to nurture his woman or his family by saying good things, by saying, showing, always guiding. Hey, look at this. Don't make that happen. Hey, look, could you? Yeah, and he does. That's because he cares. A wise man, a man who loves his family, always talks, show his family right and wrong. But if every time the man opens his mouth, he don't feel like a man, because sometimes the woman is dealing irrational and she doesn't understand what the man is saying. Sometimes the woman just wants the man to look stupid in front of the children, so the children will never believe in what he's saying. And that's why a lot of young men and young sisters in their home, they control their home, and their fathers becomes alcoholics. So he sits there and he's drunk and he pays nobody no mind, because nobody don't pay him no mind. So he's always drunk. So he doesn't care what's going on. That's what's going on in American homes. Young children at 15 years old is getting pregnant. Hold up, give me a minute. So we got grown women. Grown women. Grown women are sitting home with their daughters, 13-year-old daughters, 12-year-old daughters, 15-year-old daughters, and allowing them to get pregnant. Right there, like they couldn't help. And you could see the wickedness upon these women and these men and these females that allow their heart to become dark, allow to become employees of the dark forces. You see what they do to their own. Why would a mother has a child and you say to me that child is the same agenda like you, same sex, and your daughter is get pregnant at a very early age, and you don't know? Oh, you support things that would make that happen. You lead your daughter to that route, that street, that road, that life, because that's the life you know, and she's watching you. Remember, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Okay? So a lot of us, we jeopardize our children, man. A lot of us by how we treat our children fathers. And some of us have a lot of children fathers, different children fathers. So you have to know you're a bad egg, because you're different men. Okay? Now, if you try to figure out if it's you bad luck or whatever the case is, we're not perfect. We learn from our mistakes. But after you do all of that, you got opportunity now to be a mother. You have opportunity now to be a grandmother. But you still have your ways of ignorance. You still have your ways of wickedness. You have no love. You say you don't love them kids, because you don't love them children, because you want them children to turn to adults so they could help you out so fast. A lot of parents is like this. They can't wait for the children to grow to say, oh, they're going to take care of them. They force them into being adults. So now you got 13-year-olds, 13-year-old, 14-year-old, 15-year-old has a baby having baby. And you right there, you're going to stop all of that. You're going to teach your children about birth control. This is why I say, people, I say we touching everything, religion, food, everything. I got 3 daughters. But if my daughter's going to reach a certain age and want to have sex, they should get married. This is one thing about Islam. I don't fight against it. And if the people in the West would do the same thing, it would be better. Because if you're 12-year-old or you're 13-year-old could go have sex, that means she's an adult. So, okay, you're gonna get married. You're not gonna have no sex and don't get married. I will marry you to your little 14-year-old boyfriend because y'all swear you're adults. Okay? So you will not get to be a whore. You're not gonna get to be a whore because what you're gonna do is, excuse the language, but that's what it is. This is what's going on in the West. If you notice these young sisters, majority of them, if you have to watch their background, they already slept with over 500 men. And they're only 12 and 13, some of them 2,000 men. So if you have the ability at 12 years old, 13 years old, that you're adult, then and you want to have intercourse in your mom's house, you say, then the person that you're gonna have that baby, they should pass a law. You should marry that person at a very young age. They should have programs where they put you in as young husbands and wife, young teenage husbands. Yeah, because you want to be grown. You want to have your baby and bring your baby for me to take care of. You want to bring your baby in my house so I could take care of your baby so you could get money from the government we all could eat. No. You're going to get married. I'm going to make you independent. You're going to get married to your 14-year boyfriend, and the government will push you out of the house. I don't want you in my home. They have a program with you teaching you how because you say you're grown. It's grown, you're grown. That's why you went and have a baby. It's grown, you're grown. That's why you want to have intercourse. So they need to put you somewhere where little grown folks going to be at. It's called the little people. The little grown people. You're going to have that baby in there. You're going to have a supervisor. The government going to send somebody to check on you. You're not supposed to be in my house. You're not supposed to be. So parents, we are killing our children. We are selling them short because we forbid the good for the wrong. And the children at a young age, they start to do things. And y'all could stop them. Y'all don't stop them. Your daughters start having some type of sex. Sure. In contact, where they're kissing, they are shining rifles, they are doing all type of stuff that gives you that notifies you that your daughter is sexually or your son is sexually active, but you does nothing. You does nothing because you're part of the nonsense. And it goes to male and female, having their young sons and their young daughters having sex in their house. A bunch of wicked people. The government should charge you when your young sons and your daughters have baby at a very young age, should charge you for that. Because if you was doing your job, you would see what's going on. If you was doing your job, you would know what's going on. But you're not doing your job. You're busy in other people's business, and you can't wait for the child to become an adult. So by her having a baby, she's going to get some money. She's going to get an EBT card. She's going to get money in her card, and you're going to get to eat her card. You're going to get to smoke more cigarettes. You're going to get to drink more beer. You're going to get to party some more. And that's another child is coming in because no one is going to hold no job. Nobody don't want to flip burgers. Nobody don't want to do nothing. They're just waiting for Uncle Sam time to just, yeah, we're all going to have babies. And the government going to take care of it. The government should force y'all young teenagers that are having babies with your boyfriends at a very young age, marry each other so you will, and anywhere they catch you with another guy trying to be a whore, they should have a place where they put you for 6 months and beat your butt. Keep your legs closed. In the first place, you wouldn't have a baby at the age of 13 and 14, 12, 13, 14, 15. You keep your legs closed, you wouldn't have a baby. But the people that's supposed to be supervising you, they themselves are little children. They guide you and make you believe that you was an adult and make you believe that you were grown because you're accustomed cursing them, you're accustomed disrespecting them, you're accustomed seeing all type of fights in your house. So that's what. This is why I said in this life, in this time, in this mud, we as parents got to stick together. And I'm saying, yes, parents going to argue, parents going to curse, but when we're going to do these things, we need to go somewhere where it's private, where the child does not see two parents that's supposed to love them is going at it, because that's only going to make the child want to be disrespectful. So we want to have good relationships. We want to have good relationships. We want to have good relationships. It's first respect each other, okay? I am not a child and you not a child. You don't treat me like a child. I'm not going to treat you like a child. I have the right just like you have a right. What you don't like for yourself, don't like it for another. And that's what it is. So today we touch a little bit of the food. We touch a little bit on serious relationships between male and female, X and Y. Why they should be honest 100% with each other. Okay? Why male and female should not practice to do certain things in the house when they have children, because the children watch these things and believe now they're going to take sides. So you might have children in your house that believe mommy is very strict and daddy is not so strict, or daddy is very, very strict and mom is not too strict. So since daddy is not so strict, we're gonna hang with daddy. Or since mommy is not so strict, we're gonna deal with mommy and we're gonna outcast pops. So in homes, majority of the times, this is how the fathers always end up living the house. This is how the mothers sometimes end up living the house, because there is a place where there is favoritism. There's a place where people believe that they're the same age with their children, that they should intertwine and interact with their children like the children is their friends. And so your friend is disrespecting you and you cannot see. So we got to stay as parents to our children. We are not our children friends. We are parents to our children and not their friends. Okay? If you want to act like a friend to your child, then your child will believe that you are a friend and not respect you as a father or mother or as an adult. Here we go. If it pass bingo, if it say go and it pass bingo, that means it's a definite. So yes, people, I always think and tell you all the thing. So we have problems with that. We got problems in that department. Put that back in the fridge before it spoils. We got problems in that department with male and female. We have where female wants to play the role of a male. We have where males want to play the role of a female. We have where male and female are living together, but you have one that is more dominant than the other. And you have a part where you have one that will tolerate and allow the negative, the disrespect. You know, we are living in an independent country. America is a very powerful country, and I believe that living in America for over 30 years, almost 40, if you implement the right things to your children and allow your children to respect you, they will respect you and they will honor you. If you allow your children to play games with you and disrespect you, then they will never have a father or a mother governed over the house or within the house. The children will be the boss. No child will boss me. I didn't play that with my moms, no matter how and I wasn't a Mr. Goody Two Shoes, but I make sure my moms make sure that I had respect and I didn't play that stuff. So the same thing with me. I don't think if me and my woman has a problem that my children should just come in and put their mouth in it, they should stay in their place. I don't think that if a child do something and I'm getting at the child, that I should be checkmate in front of the child, because now the child is knowing that, hey, daddy can't tell me anything because mommy's right here, or mommy cannot tell me anything because daddy always right there to checkmate me and help me so mommy don't get at me. I know children that has caused their mother and father to divorce by playing these games. Playing these games. I'm an adult. And any woman, like I said, should know the ways of the adult, of a grown woman. They shouldn't have children making decisions to them. They shouldn't have children causing vexation with the man or the man with his woman. No child should not be having the power to do that. The children only get to do that when the parent doesn't remember that they're parents, and very, very soft onto the child, allowing the child to do what the child wants. And when a male or female is negligent upon growing the innocent and allowing the innocent to be the one to grow the grown up, that is wrong. So people, you all understand the thing? Give me some fire, please. If I did good tonight, give me some fire, please. Thank you. So the key thing is not for man to control woman and not for woman to control man. Man and woman should have an understanding, a perfect understanding. If I am your man, you're supposed to trust I. You feeling me? You're not supposed. Some woman will put GPS on the man, cause the man to lose his life. Everybody know where the man at. Just because they don't trust. So they track him and other people could track him to kill him. They know where he at. They're so over themselves. And yet still they have a lot of secrets. Secret screw. They have a lot of secrets. But they always put GPS. If I have, this is what I know. If I tell my woman something and she cannot believe me, she don't need to be with me. Trust me. Sometimes things might sound certain way. Gotta believe. Okay? That's why the world suffer the way it suffer, because we don't have families and we don't believe in each other. Because we're so quick to eliminate and stands alone. And we are busy with that, working hard night and day. I own you. You don't move. You belong to me. I thought I belong to the Creator. Okay? So we gotta learn to respect. I don't think if your wife wants to go down the street, you gotta question her. I don't think if your woman tells you she wants to go there, you're also able to trust her. That doesn't make sense. If the woman knows herself, she's going to do what she's supposed to do. Okay? This thing where people want to track people and GPS people and no. Because in reality, sometimes there are men that the wife believe that they don't cheat and they are cheating right in the house. They are cheating with their sisters. They are sleeping with their cousins. A man doesn't have to go be an far overlander, but the respect. Some men don't go far. Some men poop right in front of the stairs and make everybody see they're pooping there. Some men will go way overlander because they say they don't want nobody. But still, it's the respect, the respect. Don't provoke people. Some people hold things they have no evidence. They're just being big mouth. Talk, antagonizing you. Some people, they want to know the truth. For them to know the truth is to figure they could pick your brain. So they start saying a bunch of nonsense so you could get angry and see the way they could pick your mouth. They could pick your mouth. They could pick your mouth. I have went through a lot of things in life and now I see it and I say, I'm not doing that no more. If I tell you something you don't want to believe me, don't believe me. You don't have to believe. I know what I'm saying. You don't have to believe. Sometimes you try not to lie to people. You try to be honest. Because sometimes people ask you for the truth. And if you would give them the truth, they couldn't deal with it. So sometimes people make you lie to them. It's not because you want like to lie. Not because you want to lie. It's because they can't handle the truth. They can't handle the truth. They ask you for the truth and you want to tell them. Yo, I've done things. I remember one time with my first wife, I did something and I wanted to tell her so bad. But she's so ignorant. I couldn't tell her. I couldn't tell her. Every time I come to tell her, I say nothing. Nothing. And until today, I never told her because I couldn't tell her. I would love to tell her, but how she would deal with it. How she would deal with it. So that's why sometimes people lie to people. Because people cannot deal with the truth. Now, I'm not saying to be a cocky person, do the nonsense and just say, oh, okay, I'm just coming to tell the truth, so I ain't lying. But circumstances, sometimes people messed up. We all messed up somewhere down the line. We all. But the key thing is when you have an order and a relationship, there's no need for that. There's no need for that. That's why sometimes men used to live in their hut. They live in the house and they have a hut. Their wife don't see them for about a month. They stay away from her. There's different energies. Sometimes your wife going through a menstrual cycle. She don't want to see you. She don't want to see you. You think she want to see you. Sometimes she got cramps. Sometimes she have all type of problems. You think she want to talk to you. And then what you come and tell her, could you cook some food? And she don't want to do that. She don't want to talk to you. So sometimes it's need to leave your wife need to leave you alone. You need to leave your girlfriend alone and go do something. Take a break. Because by you seeing her all the time, she's seeing you all the time, people go through different emotions. There are times me and my girl, we get into things and sometimes we got under how the hell we get into this? Okay, I'm sorry, you know what? I gotta get out of here. Later on, we good again. We good again. There are times when Things happen where we mad with each other. Real mad. I ain't talking to her, she ain't talking to me. Sometimes we both could be ignorant. She's ignorant, I'm ignorant sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah, I got mad with my thing. I go about my business. I just walk out of the house. She ain't talking to me. I come back in there. I ain't saying nothing to her. She ain't saying nothing to me. We just, excuse me, that's all what you ain't. Excuse me. Like she don't know my name no more. Excuse me, Mister. Like she don't want to talk to me, so I becomes a excuse me this and excuse me that. Becomes so upset. It happens, people. We are human beings, but we gotta work around this shit. People, excuse me, people got to learn to understand each other. There are days you're gonna get your back. There are days I get up. You know what I start to do now? There are days when I get up and I feel a negative energy. Because sometimes it be like that. Sometimes I don't even get up yet. I hear my neighbors. I hear things like this one. I got up and there was this sewage smell. A sewage smell in my room. Now, this smell was funny because the smell was not in the entire house. The smell looked like it was standing. It was standing in one particular area. The smell was just standing in one. I was sleeping. I kept on smelling this. I thought my son probably used the bathroom. The baby. I checked the baby. No, and I'm smelling this sewage. I even got up and checked my bathroom. Wasn't my bathroom. So I'm trying to find what. And she got up and she said something. I said, "Ma, you smell all that sewage in here? In here smell like sewage." And after I said that, and I get up and I get out of here and I came out and I went back, the smell just disappeared. I ain't smell no more sewage. I ain't smell nothing. So like I'm saying, people, there are times you get up under a negative input. You don't even know where that come from. There are times, you know what I do? I don't even say nothing no more. Before I would get up and talk. And that would cause an argument. And now I don't say, and I tell her, I say, when you see me not saying nothing to you, just know there's an energy. There's an energy. So now we have this thing where she don't say nothing to me, I don't say nothing to her. We go through the day, the morning, bam, bam, until after a time, she might say, you want some tea? And that's what it's like. But sometimes the entire morning, no talking. I'm not saying nothing to her. She ain't saying nothing to me. I'm on side. Sometimes she don't even call me. One time she used to call me. All that. No calling. I used to call. No calling. The energy. Vexation. Until we. Couple 2 weeks ago, I had to tell her, don't say nothing about negative things. Nothing don't have no power over nothing. I believe in a higher power, which is the divine fire, the creator. And I'm not going to share that power that I give to my Lord, my creator, with any entity. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to give my Lord, no matter my good times, my bad times, whatever it is, I'm not going to stop giving the 100 and more % to my creator. I'm not going to take out to give to no entity, no other power, but my strength, my rock, my redeemer. That's who I'm going to give it to. No matter what I go through, I don't care. I could go from my lower stage right now, like how what's the brother name? Job. Like how Job went to his lowest stage. I would never ever take out anything. And that's why I told the lady last night underwards, I had to tell her, I said, I'm not taking nothing away from your shower or the Christ. I accept him. I accept the Christ. I have nothing bad to say. I know who is the Christ. It's just when people have to conversate about the Christ and talk about the Christ, they flip it and bring in too much that's not supposed to be there. And like I told them, God is God. Your shower is your shower. Your shower is not God. But God works within your shower. The Spirit of God is within your shower. Like the Spirit of God is within life, mankind. Yes, I say that. But your shower is not, Christ is not God. Christ, he said it. He said it. And people are trying to push that on people. And they're telling you about three gods in one. God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Ghost. That's a lie. God is one. God is one. But within that God, he has three, which is the spirit. Okay? God is the spirit. He's the money. He's the money. He's the creator. He's the creator. He's the supreme being. So he's the supreme being. Okay? He's that spirit of life. Okay? He's the life bearer and giver. Okay? He has divided his dominions on his own level to what he wants. He has created all things in for his purpose, in his likeness, in his form, in his overstanding. I'm not here to question the ability of God. I am here to rejoice and to sanctify, glorify that name. To be a witness and the power and the glory of that King. That's what I'm here for. I'm a witness, an employer, employee. So yes, people. So we go through these tough things with our family. Fathers go through it with their sons. Fathers go through. I see some fathers watch their daughters and want to lay with their daughters. What make a father want to sleep with his daughter? Gotta be sin. It gotta be sin, because so it was in the beginning. Fathers used to sleep with their daughters. I'm not gonna sleep with my daughter. Not in this life, not in no life. Because my daughter is not for me to sleep with. My daughter is my princess. I have to grow up to be a woman, a real queen. My daughters got to grow up to be queens with respect. Know how to treat their husbands. Know how to be a delight in their husband's life. Some women are not delight in their husband's life. They bring a dark because of the way they see things. Because of the way the colonial system allow them to see things. Most women are fighting their own family with the colonial system, knowing that the colonial system is not for you. Because in the long run, he's going to spit you out. You're going to end up like nothing. But we have sisters that damage their family for that. We got sisters that the government tell them, oh, get rid of the man you have in the house. Most sisters, they can't wait for a man to beat them. So what they do? They want to get back to what's not welfare, Section 8. So they got a man, they make sure they fall in love, they fall in love, get a man quick, push the man in the house, bring the man inside the house, and do all kind of things that the man could beat them up. When they finish, they call 911, and in an instant they get houses, they get big apartments, they get this. Saying that the man is trying to kill them. Because women find out one time a woman would call 911. When O.J. Simpson, the problem with O.J. Simpson, when that went down, from the moment the woman called 911, the police locking you up. Men went through a hardship. Now they change, they do a little change. Now when they call 911 and the police come to lock up the man could say lock up the woman too. But it's a trap, because if you all have children in the house and you all have a fight and you all have siblings, you all have your babies and stuff like that, and then now we both going to prison, so who watching the baby? We both gonna get locked up. Who watching the baby? So there are tricks, there are ways, and this is the things. These people are so easy. Our people are so easy to slide down in government affair, calling governments and their husbands and their wives, 911. They're not coming to fix anything. If you know you're not supposed to raise your hand on your woman, you don't have to worry about 911. If you know when your woman is arguing, you need to take a big long walk, get out of the house, you don't have to worry about 911. If you know when you're talking to your wife that you're not going to choke her, you're not going to stab her, but you're going to tell her because you love her, you're going to go around a friend, sit down for 2 hours, 3 hours, catch yourself and come back and do what you got to do. This is the way to go. Women will cause you to stay in the house so you could argue because they want to cuss you out. They want to tell you about yourself. So you could get mad to slap and hit because men like to hit. Men are ignorant. And you tell a man something, especially, I will watch him out, me tell you already, blood up, 911. He beat me up. Oh yeah, all right. We gotta do something for you. You are being abused. We gotta get you out of here. We can't afford that man to know where you at. So we are going to get you and the children. All the children is his. Yes. Okay, don't worry. You'll never see his children again. Yes. And if you want to see them children, he gotta go through the court, and the court gonna appoint somebody, and you don't have to be here. We gonna, yeah, all type of stuff to eliminate the man, burn him out. Then you have the mother swinging his baby heads. If it's a boy child, your father is a piece of poop. Your father is a piece of poop. He used to beat me up all the time. And this and that. I had to leave him. But I'm going to catch him for child support. I'm going to, and every day, weeks, months, years, you're talking against that father to that child, making that child grow up to hate the father. The child has so much things about his father. He don't love his father no more. Daughter has so much things about her mother. She don't love her mother no more. That's why I never sit down and tell my daughters things or my children things about their parents. I don't care what me and their parents have. There are sometimes the mother call me and say, "What? Why you call? You tell them." Well, I said, "Well, that's what? I don't tell my children, none of my children, stuff about their moms. But I tell them to remember what their mother doing to me. Yes, I got my 28-year-old when he was a young boy. The same thing I said. I said, listen, I hope you're seeing what your mom's doing, because one day you're going to become a man and you're going to remember what I was saying to you. So when you have a good man, women, and men, when you have a good woman, treat her good, treat her nice. If your wife could come home and cook for you and take your food and put it on a hot plate, that when you come in, your food is hot and nice, and she could come and give you a cup of tea to break the gas. And when you're going through problems and you can't pay whatever, if it's a business or whatever, your wife is there for you to help you out. Your wife is being your backbone, or your husband is being your backbone. You come home and you can't wait to massage your foot. You come home and something wrong and you already know, you can't hide nothing. Because I look at my people and I look at them and I say, are you okay? What's wrong with you? I know when there's a problem because I care. I know when there's a problem. Most men doesn't know when there's a problem with the woman and they're living with the woman. Most women don't know when the men have a problem because they're living with the man. They don't love the man. They're just with the man. They don't have nothing, no interest with that man because they know that man is hardworking. They know that man is a secure man, that he secure the family. People will not humbug you, but you don't really love that man. And that goes to male and female. So people, when you have people that care for, when people show you love, when people show you that they care about you, when somebody gets up in the morning, saying to you, good morning, are you okay? Would you like me to make you some tea? What do you want? Do not be an animal. Yes, and do the same. They do for you today, do for them tomorrow. Okay? Do for them tomorrow. Let's keep this cycle of love going on, man. You with somebody, you burn the person out until the person starts to dislike you. The person would do anything for you at one time. You burn them out until they don't want to come around you. There are people, I know a lot of people, I got families like that. Make people run away from them. They always figure they never had a fault. They never do nothing wrong. They never, after a while, they always put you down. They always pin you somewhere. When they do their stuff, it's okay to escape it. It's pushed under the carpet. When it's you, oh yeah, man, I chew you up. They just haunt you with that. I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that. That's why I put a stop to it. I have a brother of mine, every time he calls me, I listen to him when he's talking to me. Before I start talking to him, hey, man, look, brother, I know, I call you back here. My son Link, yeah? He could tell me why he wants, if he can't find the keys, and he could misplace his keys. And if I call him and tell him I can't find the keys, he say, oh, you should do that. One time he can't find his passport, not only one time, many times. And I want him to call him and say, yo, I can't find my passport, because the man tell me all kind of stuff, and look how much time he can't find his passport. Look how much time he go in a taxi cab and misplace his thing and rate it. So I'm just trying to say, they got people, I'm touching everybody. Business. I touch everybody upon them ways. Family members, friends, strangers, husbands, wives, doesn't matter. They all do something that is not too right. Even myself, I have ways about me. But the thing about me is to look within me, myself, and I, and try to remove the things that humbugs other people that surround me. All praise unto the Most High people. You know who it is. It's the Blackstar, Redshot, the Earthman, where I said anything I have said tonight, I only said it because it is He that is greater than me, within me, who brings these things on. I said unto your people, we are just people. Practice make perfect. If you have someone and they are treating you good, you treat them good. Learn to have respect, learn to be kind, loving, and caring. And people, life is a simple thing. Today you're here and you're gone tomorrow. So enjoy life, make the best of it, respect your elders, respect the women, and women respect your men. Men respect your woman, and woman respect your man. And black man respect the women in the universe, in the earth. And black women respect the black king. Black king respect all of the black queens then. Vice versa, let us go and enjoy and respect and live with respect for each other, towards each other. What you don't like for yourself, do not do it to another. Peace and blessings. All praises unto the Most High. Until Friday, Boss of Sweat, I will try to do two. I will try to do one in the morning and try to do one in the night. Or on Friday. I need more subscribers. Please, people, check out the Teesprings. And I supposed to deal with the weeks that come. The brother said he was going to give me do something else so people could catch me all over and check it out. But people, be patient with me. Check the YouTube community tab. I put out another video over there. I'm gonna have more videos to put, two videos to put in this week. I'm probably gonna do that on Friday or Saturday on the YouTube. I'm thinking to start another thing called Patreon. I'm thinking to start it. Well, I always had Patreon. I just didn't link up with it yet, like set it up yet. So I'm thinking about that. I need your support, people, because you all see what's going on with my subscribers. You all see how they're playing with the subscribers. I also have by now 47 or 50K, but I don't know. I'm getting subscribers and they keep taking out them big chunks. Now you'll see from 200 and from 44,400K, they playing with it from since last month before, and it can't go nowhere. They keep taking out, and I'm getting lots of subscribers. Check it out, people. So I'm glad your eyes could see. You'll see I'm not telling a lie. That these people, all of you want to know what is going on with your subscribers. Red, you was 44,400. What's going on now? Is it you got satanic numbers? I don't know, people, but I'm glad you all could see what's going on with me. So the only way I could get better at that is for you all guys to support me. I got 44,000 people. That means when I put out a video, let me get 5 to 6,000, 8,000 in no time. People, check your notification bell, jump up. Y'all know I bring it. Y'all love it. Y'all know I bring it good for y'all. Y'all just support me. Check the merch out. Check the merch out. Check the merch out. I got new merch coming out. I'm gonna ask my lady to make it. I don't know. She's doing a lot lately. We trying to do so much. We're only one individual. My phone is acting up. I got other things doing, and sometimes I'm hardly in the crib. We're trying to do a whole lot. So bear patience with us. Sometimes the computer doesn't want to work. The computer's sticking, and lately this month, been a lot of computer errors sticking, nothing working too right. We gotta keep coming and check. I'm setting, and I don't know. I'm doing my lives on YouTube. YouTube keep taking money out of my live. I mean, I'm making a live in my house. This is my live, and they taking bread. Look at all my lives with this little yellow dollar signs. They taking money from my life, man. I mean, I'm doing this for me. I know we are partners, but why you're every live, man? You're taking money for every live, like this live I'm making here right now. You're gonna see they put the little yellow dollar sign on it. They taking money off of that. Man, they're beating me in every corner. Like I said, I'm a strong brother, man. And they playing Congo drum on me. But I hope the same way they playing the Congo drum is the same way when the Most High are ready for them to play the release drum and the prosperity drum beats It's gonna make it look good. So I'm glad I have your people. How much people I have here tonight? 18 people. They're about to leave. Thank you, people. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. I got to go. Peace and blessings. Until next time, Friday. One love. Give me some fire signs for the 28 people I have here. 18. 18 fire sign. Give me before I want to go. So I want to know if you don't love me. 2 hours, almost 3 hours, I'm there with honor. Give me the fire sign. The last little bit of people over here. Give me fire. Fire, fire, blaze. Fire, blaze, blaze, blaze. Blaze it up, man. Last set of people. Nobody gonna take time with y'all like how I do. I go on and on and on and on. On and on. Okay, people. Sayonara. Peace and blessings. Talk to owner. Love owner. Stay tuned. And check out the YouTube community tab. Like the videos. Send y'all requests, or if y'all have any messages or anything y'all want to ask me in the YouTube community tab, hit me off. Let me know. See what going on here. All right, people. Peace, bless, one love.